Good morning, uh, guys. It's time for your morning latte. Forget my script a little bit. I probably should start like, I don't know, I probably should have this written down somewhere so I don't forget. Although I don't feel like my greeting is particularly different or like weird or particular. I don't know. Compared to most people's greetings. I don't know. I feel like I'm just really sleepy this morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. It's another sleepy Friday. Probably part of the reason I'm tired is because I'm trying to finish my final essay before the due date, because I had to procrastinate a lot more than I expected to because I had food poisoning. I had food poisoning for like 2 whole days. And also because I went to Toronto Comic Con, which I didn't really expect to do, but I went to Toronto Comic Con anyway, and that was tiring, and cons are kind of hard work, and going outside's hard, you know? I hate that every time I develop the courage to go outside and like, I don't know, do something a little bit outside of my comfort zone, I'm punished by probably like the gods above for my hubris. Oh, Latte, you had the cute, clever idea to go outside and try to experience reality and see people and hang out and do social things. Well, you know what? Yeah. So I got food poisoning this week, and that kind of sucked. Although, I mean, like, I don't know, I'm kind of like, I guess I've been in poor enough health. By the way, we're doing Anvia's trial because I haven't done that yet. Wanted to check her out real quick. I don't think I'll pull for her, even if she's a very cool character. I don't really feel like I have a need for her role, but anyway, that's not the point. Alright, let me just take a look. Tax hit the good mark. Every 1/3 of charge, they receive a stack of other thing. Okay. There you go. Anyway. Yeah, it just kind of sucks that I had to go outside once in a long time, and then well, I got food poisoning. But I mean, I've been in kind of poor health lately. I don't know. Hopefully, it's not like a sign of bad things to come. Maybe it's because like after COVID, I haven't gone outside and I haven't like built up my immunity to a lot of things recently. So it could be that. Holy novella of a skill, yeah. There's definitely a lot of nuance in Zenless. Combines twin swords, hit them forward for a high-speed slash. Skill hits the enemy, it fully charges. Okay. Okay, no. Okay. Triggers 3 times on the enemy, thunderbolt strike. Okay, aftershock damage. Gameplay time is kind of fun though. Spam on maybe works fine for me. I think that's kind of how it is, alright? That's kind of how it is, alright? I mean, to be fair, this character, Anvi, also is kind of like a spam stuff that works kind of vibe. Sorry, I have a bit of a... I'm really not a fan of Pulchra. Like, maybe she gets better in the story, I don't know. But, I'm not really excited that she's a playable character, I guess. Wait, hold on. Are Anvi's normal attacks already electric? I guess they are, huh? That's a bit different. Most characters do physical damage for their normals. That's kind of interesting. Oh, and Pulchra looks like she's gonna be good though because she's got off-field attacks. Every game like this always has off-field attackers being really strong. Okay. I want to sneeze. If I figure that random physical attack isn't good, I guess? It could also... Dude. Heckin', the random close-up shot of Pulchra's chest is actually... It's a little bothersome to me. Anyway. I think the reason they gave Anvi normal attacks with like electric infusion is because they wanted her to be really strong. I think they've always known that the physical attack isn't good. It's just that they wanted to have this benefit for the cool characters that they actually like, you know? They don't like the rest of the characters. Alright, we've done Bernice's trial before, so we'll just Woo! Bernice is cool though. I do a little bit regret not getting her before, but I'm not sure if she still holds up. Or if she's worth getting on rerun, you know? Oh, hold. Sorry, my bad. Woo! Afterburn. Okay. Cool. Free combat session's about to begin. Okay, very cool. Thank you, game. But yeah, no, so because my voice might be a little bit shot from, I don't know, food poisoning, I might not be as loud today. Maybe it's better if I turn the volume down. And I talk like this, and I talk close to the mic like this. Maybe this will be better. Although it feels like the game's not very quiet. Whatever. It's important to preserve your voice though, and to take care of your health, guys. Don't be like me. Don't eat raw, uncooked chicken. You gonna put next to Miyabi? Okay. I didn't know that, but I'm also like, Yanagi is better, right? I'm not really, I don't know. And also, like, but also, if I wanted to get Yanagi, right? What if there's another character that's just like a better supporter? What if they power creep Miyabi by the time that Yanagi comes on rerun, you know? I don't think it'll happen, but wouldn't that suck? That would kind of suck. I have like Heckin, Qingyi, and Zhuyan, and then they're already kind of like outclassed by like just Miyabi. Doesn't even need a full team, just one girl. Like, power creeps 2 characters and the police force. That's okay though. Right. The game will need a rework. I don't know, because I do definitely already feel like there is like visible power creep in this game. It started with Miyabi, but I'm also worried that like it'll become a trend, you know? I didn't see any spoilers about new characters, really, except for like names and designs, but I do think Vivian, I think her name is really cool. She's kind of exciting, and she's purple, so that's a good sign. Hold on. What am I gonna do today? Let's talk to Wise. Let's do the story today. Yeah. New Anvi is fun. I just don't know that I need her for my account. I think I'll survive if I don't have her. Is what I'm saying. Let's real quick. Let's head to Bangbu 18. Oh. There you go. I've been kind of slacking on my Zenless dailies though. I don't know. I haven't had as much fun with the game as I kind of would like. So I'm hoping that the story at least will make me more interested in the game again. Hopefully it'll be good. I've heard from some of my friends that it's pretty well written, so. Val, the video store just received a reservation. Seems to be a big client. They even paid a large deposit up front. Big reservations now. Also, I do think it's a little annoying that they don't have these segments voiced. I think they kind of should. They're voicing all the other things. It's weird that this part isn't voiced to me, but whatever. We signed up with the new software from promotion under Nicole's recommendation, remember? It added channels for reservations and deposits. I didn't expect such a big order to come in so quickly. Wait, our big client's reservation is in just 5 minutes. Isn't that the same as just walking in? Maybe it's for making a payment in advance? Anyways, welcome the customer first. We're counting on them for this month's electricity bill. Cool. Let's get it. Hi. It's this guy.
我叫雨果，姑且算是一位收藏家吧。听闻贵店是整个新爱丽都最有品味的录像店，今日有幸得见，果然名不虚传。
Having the 1.4 story, a lot kind of lost interested in it. Yeah, that's valid.
典雅又不失温馨，宛如黑夜之中恒常闪烁的明灯一般令人安心。
Let me eat a cough drop real quick. I think 1.4 story was definitely like more like spectacle, right? I was having a talk about this with a friend last night. But like most of the story in this game has been kind of like, oh yeah, here's this thing that looks really cool, but like, what's the point of it, you know? Or like, why are we like, huh? You know? Most of the story so far has been kind of like, you don't really feel that much of a connection to the world, I guess, or really the characters, at least in my opinion. And it is just like to showcase cool cutscenes for the most part, which is like fine, I guess. But I do like having a lot more substance in my games for the most part. But I did hear that this story has a lot more potential going for it compared to some of the previous stories. So that's exciting. That's exciting. That's what I'm banking on today, you know? If I don't like it today, you know, I guess that's, you know, I guess we're not doing any more Zenless stream.
除此之外， 我还观察到有好些知名人士出入此店，其中不乏治安局和对空部的精英。
I also okay, unrelated. I kind of don't like the way that Hugo's like lips are shaped. I don't know what it is about it, but he's got that kind of like how do you say, like aristocratic like vampire kind of vibe to him. I mean that's probably the vibe they're going for. I kind of hate it.
可见两位店长大人确实年轻有为，令人钦佩。
You gave us too much credit.
哎呀，一般啦，我们也。
我说的这些话完全发自内心。贵店确实让我感到非常特别，所以我想关于那个情报。
He is one. Oh well, there you go. I don't know. I kind of know a vibe with him. The way I guess he's fine from this angle. I just don't like the way he looks from most other angles.
恶魔之子。
Sorry, what did he just say? Oh, okay. I'm not following.
你在说什么啊？我可听不懂。
Mentioned Lycaon story, I think. Oh, I haven't done that. I've heard that most of the agent stories have been kind of like whatever. Although I've heard How to Masses is good, although I still haven't done that one either.
两位店长大人为何这么紧张？恶魔之子是我想找的一部老电影的名字，因为有些冷门，我一直没能找到保存完好的。
Dude, his eye bags are so dark. Do you guys see that? It's either makeup. He's got like super emo like goth girl makeup going on, or his eye bags are ridiculously dark and ashy.
还是说，这部电影让你们想到了什么别的东西？
I'm just surprised there's a movie you haven't heard of.
你想多了，我只是没想到竟然还有我们没听说过的电影。
I've only done Soldier 11 story and maybe an Echoes. I found Soldier 11 story really boring.
不是两位的问题，这部电影确实有些小众。虽然标题带着“恶魔”两个字，但它实际上却是以吸血鬼传说为核心要素的故事。
Oh, that movie. We only have the English localization, not the Chinese one. Sorry about that one.
想必两位都知道，吸血鬼是在旧文明时期风靡过的虚构概念。他们通常皮肤苍白，衣着考究，看起来神秘又危险。
That's crazy
实际上
because
那些精致的面容下，却藏着可怖的獠牙。
because I kind of feel like in saying this line, you suddenly look at his mouth and you're just like, wait a minute there. You kind of look like one.
该怎么说呢？感觉你看起来就挺像吸血鬼的。
Yeah, so most of my investment in this game is a little bit into the siblings, into Phaethon. They're kind of cool.
我姑且就把这个当作夸奖了，但很可惜，新爱丽都是不会存在吸血鬼这种东西的哦。我也不需要靠吸食人类的血液为生。硬要说的话，我反倒是有点低血糖呢。
Damn. Low blood sugar? That's crazy.
说回录像带的话题，这部电影讲的是被迫变成吸血鬼的主角，在密谋多年之后，终于杀死了他那位罪孽深重的父亲，而自己也因此灰飞烟灭的故事。
Yeah. Wouldn't it kind of suck if you were a vampire and then you just had like low blood sugar? Or like I would assume that the way it works is like eating blood is your sustenance, but it also converts into the blood that you're like running through your entire body. And so like what if you just accidentally bite the wrong guy and like they have anemia or something? It's about patricide.
原来是讲弑父的故事。
是吗？我倒觉得这是个关于复仇的故事。所谓的父亲，不过只是这个仇人的身份而已。哎呀，可惜贵店也没有我想要的这盘录像带。
I can't stop staring at his heckin' goth girl eyeshadow.
既然如此，你们目前可供出借的影片，就请一样给我来一份吧。
I'm sorry? You're way too generous.
无事献殷勤，你该不会有什么别的目的吧？
我理解你的戒备，不过我只是想感谢你们陪我聊这么冷门的电影而已。
I wish I had money like that.
说实话，贵店本身就像一件极具潜力的收藏品，因此，请把我在这里的所有消费 都当作是收藏家对自己看中的藏品擅自进行了投资吧。
That story be collector's gem too.
你对收藏品的定义还真是广泛啊，不愧是收藏家。
I think it was gonna be the Agent X patch or so. I did hear that as well, which is kind of exciting, but I'm not pulling for him either.
因为我的工作性质，多少对新爱丽都的某些上层人士有所了解。在他们当中，有些人甚至会把人体器官当作藏品呢。
Is it okay to talk about like is it okay to talk about this in a video store? How your acquaintances like traffic hacking human parts?
只是圈子里的一些传言罢了，希望没有吓到你。
That's nothing. I'm sorry. I'm kind of curious what she says about this.
你放心，这些事还吓不到我。我见过的大风大浪可多了。
Girl, don't. I'll leave you towards you to the next victim.
看来是我过滤了。
Yeah, fair enough.
毕竟是有那么多大人物出入的录像店，店长大人们的人脉和阅历，想必都非同凡响。
Yeah, why did you tell me this when if your acquaintances deal organs? I mean, I guess they don't necessarily deal; they just collect, right? But like, why did you tell that to the person who's connected to the police?
说起来，近期会举行一场业内知名的拍卖会，届时应该会放出不少藏品。其中两位店长如果想要参加的话
There's a fly flying around my room, but it hasn't landed yet, and it's really bothering me because every like couple of seconds it'll fly within my God, English is so hard for me today. Why is that?
啊，对了，我刚刚还
within my
在光影
vision.
广场看到了相关的宣传活动，好像是有抽奖什么的。
Wise is dating like half the PlayStation. How do you know it's Wise and not Belle?
如果你们感兴趣的话，也可以去碰碰运气，说不定会遇到什么有趣的事。
What if
尤
it's
其是在这个距离上等人最近的圈子里。
what if Dude, this fly keeps flying kind of close to my face. Get out of here.
毕竟，总有些秘密藏在光的背面。
Belle dates the other half.
那么，今天就到这里吧，两位珍贵的朋友，我们。
Or maybe it's like a maybe it's like on a schedule, you know? Like, oh yeah, you get to date Julian on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and then I get Julian for Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. All right, how about that? Well, this Hugo sounds a bit odd. Seems suspicious. You love delusions of grandeur talk. Now that I mention it, he definitely sounds like the holier than thou type when he talks. Anyway, his generosity is still appreciated. The money is enough to cover our electricity bill for several months. Looks like we're pretty lucky today. Damn. How cheap is your electricity bill? Raffle event. Right, he mentioned that there's a promotional raffle event for the auction in Lumina Square. Oh, you're not going to... I'll go vibe check the upper class circle. Alright then, since we made so much today, you can go ahead. Just try not to lose too badly. Wise to be the parents because Asian parents? That's true. If I was an Asian parent, I would probably like Wise more, right? Like, okay, well, like, just not even including like heckin' standards of homophobia, right? But like, I think if I was an Asian parent, if I saw Wise, I'd be like, oh, what a proper young man, you know? Oh, what a nice fella, you know? He sure knows how to treat his elders right. Whereas if I saw Belle, I'd be like, oh, this girl she sure is cute. So the experience that matters is it's the experience that matters, not the result. It's like, oh, she's very sociable. Gotcha gremlin who doesn't bathe. I'm sure neither of them really bathes, but I'm sure Wise hides it a little bit better. Alright, Belle, I'm sure you'll win the grand prize. I'll watch the store today, so come back soon. Also, Wise has the go-go energy, right? And Belle clearly does not have the go-go energy. Oops. She's a little bit, I don't know. How do you say? Yeah, I still love her though, you know? Gotta appreciate her for what she is, but I could also imagine being an Asian parent. Maybe I wouldn't be so keen on them on validating my daughter. Anyway, let's go win the lottery. I love lotteries. I wish I won a lottery before. Wouldn't it be nice what I would do with $3 million? God, I could. I was gonna say I could buy a house in this economy, but I'm actually not sure that's true. Oh, that was Nicole for a minute. It's like, damn. Orlando on Sophie, Mia Coburn. I do wonder if they've written a little bit about all the NPCs in the world, because I know most of them have names, right? And we've seen a bunch of them before. Maybe not these exact guys, but I know that some of them are like recurring. Hi. Hi there, are you there for the raffle? We're a bit busy right now, so please head to the back of the line. Back of the line. Cursed. Hi, Hugo. Oh, look at him real quick. Dude, his jacket lining is so weird. Hold on. Let me just... Why can't I move? Okay, fine. I'll just go along there and then... That's fine. Yeah, this fabric thing of his jacket is so... How do I say? It's really weird. Alright? Like, this kind of plush material is also all over the inside of his jacket. Where are you at? But this one looks flat. It doesn't look like textured like the one on his sleeve does. I don't know, man. Oh, this tie is kind of cool. A thumb ring. I've never seen one of those before either. He's got one of those like rich person like braided belts. Man. Why are you looking at me? Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? With your heterophobic eyes? Kazukoyo loud and pointless design? I actually don't think it's loud and pointless. I think this is actually a pretty efficient design. I just think it's stupid. I just think it looks kind of stupid. I think it's effective. Which is why it makes me feel things, you know? Good design should make you feel things. Manager, so you did come after all. You're here too. Luck is always unpredictable, and that's what makes it fascinating. Whenever I get the chance, I can't help but want to test it. There are quite a lot of people here. Seems like everyone's very confident about their luck. Then when a figure suddenly appears and forcefully inserts itself at the front of the line, Billy? Hey, young man, what do you think? What do you think you're doing cutting in line? Cutting in line? Do you know who I am? You should cut in line no matter who you are. Clearly, you don't understand anything at all. He has 2 scarves and a tie on. Yeah, it makes you think that he's like, how do you say, boisterous, rich, and like, how do you say, frivolous with his money. Design doesn't have to make sense. It only has to make you feel things. See that poster right there? That's Master Hartman, the current head of our family. The very raffle event you're participating in is sponsored by Master Hartman. Apart from this, our family is also involved in many charity events. What's this got to do with you cutting in line? You're quite persistent, aren't you? In short, since our family is hosting an event, it's only natural that I have the right to priority access. Does he even have such a rule? I'm just here to work, but we haven't received any instructions on priority access. I've never met someone so insolent in my life. Just wait, 1 phone call is all I need, too. Wait, where's my wallet? Where'd my wallet go? Dude, did I pickpocket it? I see, no wonder you came here to talk to me. You're trying to distract me and then steal my wallet. Little thief. Who, me? That's right, you're the one standing closest to me and I give it— well, I'm clearly not. Now give me back my wallet. It's not a good habit to falsely accuse others. My intuition is spot on. I knew you were fishy the moment I saw you. And now you finally show your true colors. Hi, Matt Marking. It's good to see you again. It looks like I'll take some time to properly convince this guy.
这家伙看起来趾高气扬的，对付这种人，或许态度强硬一点会比较好。
Yeah, this guy also has design syndrome in that you see he has like snake skin lining on his lapels. That's something that only rich people can afford. Yeah. And it doesn't even have proper I don't know what the word is. So never mind, I'm just gonna stop talking. And you see that deep V-neck? That you only do that when you're like either forgive my language here. Alright, but you only have a deep V-neck when you're either like how do you say? A man whore? Or you're really rich. And my bet is like maybe he's both, you know?
你表面上是个老实人，其实背地里还有一个特殊身份。
Belle probably. She would.
通过精湛的技术，让无数人因你而焦头烂额。
He also hasn't shaved properly, which is kind of messed up.
而且还在圈子里拥有极高的地位，几乎无人不知，无人不晓。
How'd you know my true identity?
你就是新爱丽都最臭名昭著的怪盗组织——反蛇鸟。
Mockingbird's a band of thieves? That's crazy. I'm more famous than Mockingbird.
哼哼，想不到吧？其实我的真实身份比反蛇鸟还厉害。
什么
She's so funny.
难道你是比反蛇鸟还要邪恶的存在？哦，难怪你会偷我的钱包。
虽然现在不是说这个的时候，不过我确实对你的身份很感兴趣。
I'm just lying, my buddy. Surely.
我看你们根本不知道我是谁。我叫卡修斯·拉文洛克，就是那个 Tops 里的知名家族拉文洛克。
It's always tops here. Tops this, top that.
我，你们可是惹到大麻烦了。
How about I top? Sorry. I don't know what's happening to me lately. Oh, you have top secret in a raffle?
你都是
Hey, nice to
特
see
级
you
成
again.
员了，怎么还要来这里和我们这种庶民一起抽奖呀？
进攻就是最好的防守，看来你很擅长。
Why are you commenting on my debate skills, Hugo? That's so weird. Okay. It looks pretty bottom from here. Yeah, no, sorry, okay, unrelated completely. But playing Zenless is a really crazy experience for me because you'll have all these... There's at least one playable character. There's at least one other playable character in this game who shares a name with like my IRL friends, right? Like I think I've probably given away by now, but like I have a buddy called Hugo, right? And so every time I look at this Hugo, I'm just like, man, Hugo. Right? There's one other character who's playable, who has a name that shares with like a shared name with one of my IRLs, right? And then I look at that character, I'm just like, man. Right? And one of them also plays Zenless, right? And so they'll be playing Zenless, they'll be like, why does this character share my name, man?
我是因为家族领导人资助了这个活动才来的，抽奖只是顺手参与一下而已，我怎么可能缺这点钱？
Also, I like the Ace Attorney damage being taken after the debate. That's kind of funny.
总之，当时在我旁边的就只有你而已，肯定是你偷走了我的钱包。
Hey, FC, it's good to see you again. Raising him in an intimidating tone, prove your innocence, make a scene. I don't know what's funnier here. That's because Hugo mainly comes out. Nah, I don't think Hugo is Hugo's type. Reason with him in an intimidating tone.
这位朋友，说话是要负责任的。既然你确信是我偷的，而我确信自己没偷，不如我们一起去专案局调查清楚。
Dang!
当然，如果你拿不出证据，我这边也会按照流程起诉。
It is nice to see Bella standing up for herself every so often.
起诉，倒也不至于动作这么大。
看来你已经掌握了和这类人沟通的基本方式。
Why are you commenting on my debate skills? He's like the tutorial NPC in Ace Attorney.
总之，不管怎么样，我的钱包确实是不见了，里面可是有一大笔定泥，总得有人要为此负责吧？
You have money? Why are you just win the lottery, dude? Easy. Could still be in your pocket for all we know.
我猜钱包就在你自己身上，你就是自导自演而已。
Yeah, she's so funny.
什么自导自演？我才不会做这么无聊的事。我的钱包就是被偷了。
恕我直言，他看起来并没有自导自演的智商。
Dude! This is kind of
很
crazy.
明显，这位来自拉文洛克的先生，你的指控完全没有根据。你的服装看似考究，实际上却有不少没有熨烫的褶皱，使用痕迹明显。这套体面的衣服，你应该已经穿了很久了吧？
Damn, calling him out for his stupid shirt.
此外，你的袖口上沾有未干的油墨，你应该是匆忙间从工作场所赶来的，是因为要赶在今天的抽奖活动结束之前吗？
I guess we are playing his turn. Okay.
综合以上来看，你的手头并不宽裕，而你也并不是一个细心的人。那么你如此轻率地指控他人盗窃，是为了以家族的名号作为威胁，趁机讹诈一笔钱吗？
Okay. I guess
你这家伙简直一派胡言！
that's true. He doesn't even have a gold chain
无论如
around his
何
neck.，
你应该向这位受害人道歉。
可恶！我记住你们了，你们给我等着！
Yeah, okay.
我非常讨厌看到无辜的人被冤枉。不过事情总归是解决了，希望没有太影响到你的心情。
Thanks, buddy. Still some doubts.
我还有些疑虑，他的钱包真的只是被弄丢了吗？
不管真相如何，那都是他应得的。
I bet Hugo stole his wallet. I would have done that.
当他犯下那些错事的时候，就该做好觉悟。
Actually, funny story. Long time ago, I played a D&D character.
伤害他人的人，
Like in my early
也施加
days.
同样的伤害，
In my early days of
在我看
D&D,
这才是真正的公平。
shut up, hold on. Let me talk. In my early days of D&D, I used to play like a lot of rogues because that's the kind of person I am. I like to be kind of I'm kind of how do I say like a mischievous person, I guess. And my one of my first characters was like a petty thief, right? That's the vibe, except she didn't value like money. She just wanted to collect interesting wallets. I remember this very well. I remember going to like most NPCs. I'd be like, "Hey, can I steal their wallet? I want to see what story this wallet tells." Unfortunately, the campaign ended pretty quickly because of shenanigans and stuff. But it was an experience. That was a time that I lived through.
我们的世界还是太缺乏这样的公平了。
Whenever Hugo does that.
所以有些时候，我不介意为了促成这种公平，而使用一些特殊的手段。
If he's saying the unconventional method here is stealing the wallet, I'd see him
这
finally.
话听起来怪怪的。难道说
优秀的电影是不会在这个阶段就透露结局的。
The ending is that he stole the wallet.
无论如何，很高兴在这里遇见你。为了纪念我们的相遇，请收下这张彩券吧
The。spoiler is that he paid for the entire shop's merge with the money that he
希
stole.
望它让你远离这些肮脏的人和事，为你带来幸运。
And my wallet's gone now too. Alright, I'm sure you're familiar with the Ravenlock family, affiliated with Tops. They were once incredibly powerful, a true behemoth among even Tops. Unfortunately, that's all in the past. Now they're not doing so well. Be it their funding or reputation, they're far from their former glory. Though, of course, this is what the Ravenlock family deserves. Oh, yeah, questions I see, no spoilers. So true. You have a grudge against them? As you know, being a collector means I have to deal with all these high society people. And among all these people I've encountered, the Ravenlocks are the toughest crowd. Cunning and ruthless, these words were meant for them. While the same applies to most people in Tops, the Ravenlock family is among the worst. Take the Curtis guy as an example. A branch family member at best, but already immersed in his arrogance. Unfortunately, I'm just an ordinary collector below their playing field. Otherwise... In any case, if you ever run into a Ravenlock, it's best to keep your distance. Same goes for Topps people, of course. After all, Topps Enterprises Union is one of the top power players in New Eridu, toe-to-toe with the Mayflower-led city administration. These two are at each other's throats behind the scenes. One New Eridu clearly isn't big enough for two behemoths, but if you ask me, it's just dogs eating dogs. Oh, I've been going on for some time now. Alright, let's leave it at that. See you again sometime. After Hugo leaves, you see Cat playing with a wallet and everything inside is gone. He did steal the wallet. Oh, why do I have some extra dennies in my pocket? Same here. I don't think I brought this much with me. Oh my, could it be that some kind of hearted person has given us money? That's crazy. Blessed voice acting. My voice is kind of sore today, so I'm gonna try to keep it a little bit more minimal than usual. You also tend to leave reach in your pocket and feel the raffle ticket that Hugh gave you earlier. In any case, it's a prize to claim. Yeehaw! Yes, please. I want an onsen trip. Wow, thank you for your friend for earlier. You wouldn't stuck with that guy otherwise. Alright, you can't declare your prize. That's what your ticket is? It's the grand prize! Of course it is. The only grand prize this raffle has been won. Is it me? The ticket doesn't lie. That's right, today's grand prize is yours. Congratulations! I guess what they call good deeds get rewarded. The prize is 50,000 dennies. Please keep it safe. Wow. That's not a lot. That's like... I don't know, I mean, I guess it's like a week of food. Alright. How much is ramen in this place? Hold on, I want to check that real quick. Give me a second, Wise. I want to double check. Because normally when I pull the raffle, they give me like a couple thousand dennies, right? 50,000. How much is that? That's 50 energy in the HIA building? Damn. Oh, actually, that's quite a bit, actually. These ramen bowls are... Dude. The economy's in shambles! Why are mushroom noodles twice the price of seafood noodles? Like... Dude. Is seafood just that cheap here? Well, I guess it's like 10 meals 10 meals worth. That's actually not even a week of food. Economy's in shambles. New Earth is in terrible state. Maybe their mushroom stock is low, but then they have like chicken-ish. Like they have like chicken ramen. That's like 5,000. Even money VR game makes you wonder how Nicole's constantly broke. What? You actually wanted the grand prize? It's a ticket from Hugo. But the grand prize is only 50. Oh, okay, thanks. I'm not the only one who thinks that. That's underwhelming, though. From a moral standpoint, shouldn't we share some with Hugo? He probably doesn't need the pocket change. But again, we don't have Hugo's personal contact. Guess I'll have to wait until we run into him next time. Well, the news I just mentioned, the news just mentioned the Bringer investigation outcome. Seems like the commissioner regards everything as Bringer's personal actions. I was hoping PubSec's internal investigation would expose more big names. I had gotten the hush treatment. Yeah, you make a good point. After all, the Exaltists are involved and PubSec probably doesn't want to disclose more details. Still feel like there's some terrible secret behind all this. Belle, your phone just rang. Yeah, you should check who sent the message. Okay. My phone rang! Master Proxy, my apologies for disturbing you. Are you available at this moment? I have some important matters I'd like to discuss with you in person. Sure, time. In my humble opinion, this shouldn't be considered a bad thing, at least. Be great that you have some free times. Blah, blah. It's great that you have some free time. Please wait a moment. Elle and I will visit the video store in 5 minutes. Also 5 minutes, I see. Interesting. Interesting. That was less than 5 minutes. Dude, these parts need to be voiced. I can't do this anymore. Master Proxy, we have come to discuss an important matter with you. Before that, we need to be honest with you. about the master of Victoria Housekeeping. You probably don't know about that yet. We actually don't. Is it your mysterious master? Correct. Victoria Housekeeping is loyal to the current head of the Mayflower family, who is also the mayor of New Eridu. Isn't the mayor I'm thinking of? Yes. New Eridu currently has one mayor, so it must be the one you're thinking of. Don't worry, the mayor is probably just an ordinary person. I haven't met him in person, though. This is definitely some news to process. Although, I already suspected you were loyal to some big name, but I didn't expect it to be someone at the mayor's level. Listen, I know that New Eridu is literally their only city, but saying like, oh yeah, loyal to the mayor, it's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm loyal to, like... I don't want to say like your neighbor, but I'm loyal to like your average government official, right? I'm loyal to this guy that like, I don't know, he runs barbecues, weekly barbecues at his house or something. Actually, it's the mayor who wishes to talk with you too, which is why we come. After all, you've both been deeply involved with the previous bringer and sacrifice-related events. Oh, that's cool. Mayor wants to talk to us? I completely understand your concerns. Please be assured. I pledge on my honor that the mayor has no ill intentions and will not hold either of you accountable in either way. He'll only contact us through the phone. He's dusting himself off so much. I bet he's got like... I bet he's like a real germaphobe, you know? But he carries hand sanitizer with him everywhere he goes. But he brings like, you know, fur conditioner wherever he goes, you know? I bet he's like one of those people. With how, you know, I respect that though. I respect that though. Saying you're not loyal to all your government officials. The only government official I'm loyal to is, well, I guess, I don't know, none of them. Betty shedding. Ah, it could be that time of the year. Yeah, it's like spring, right? You know, when dogs start shedding their winter coats, right? Yeah. I'll have you say so. Thank you very much. Then without further delay, let's contact the mayor. Okay, thank God.
市长大人，他们现在正在我的身边。
I also like how gigantic Lycaon is.
很高兴能有机会和你们聊天，我亲爱的孩子们。赫里俄斯机关曾经是个非常温馨的地方。
You know, in CN here, he calls them my beloved children instead of youngins. Silence. That's not a silent bell.
两位看来对我还是有些戒备，当然，我充分理解你们的顾虑。不过，我和你们的老师卡洛斯曾经也是朋友，他是个很好的人。
Yo, why didn't you talk to us before
得
then?
知他竟然就是旧都陷落的最大责任人，我感到非常遗憾。
There's more to the story.
老师是无辜的，那件事一定另有隐情。
我当然也是这么希望的，只是旧都陷落这件事实在过于沉重。但我相信你们一定是被牵连的，孩子们，这些年来你们受苦了。
I think he should have talked to us sooner. Why now? Why wait till now? Olga Sobaski on a straight furry ship as well? No, she's taken by Bernice, no? They have like this toxic Yuri thing going on. Fine, we'll find that Vince to clear name.
总有一天，我们会找到能证明老师清白的证据。
Yeah, the new Eridu guys have too normal, like their names are too normal for the most part.
那么，我也发自内心的希望你们成功。我这次联络其实是有一件重要的事需要告诉你们，关于你们的眼睛。
Your eyes? Oh shoot, not
我
again.
找到了卡洛斯生前留下的一些数据，他花了很多时间和精力在这个课题上，研究如何才能减少你们眼睛中植入体的副作用。
老师原来他一直在关心着我们。
是的，所以我想，这应该是他的遗愿。作为他曾经的朋友，我希望能帮助他完成这件事。简单来说，你们眼睛中的植入体与大脑相连，运作方式依赖于你们身体的承载能力。
Okay.
正因如此，
HDD 系统占用了你们一部分的身体机能，这会导致一些问题。最明显的就是它的存在抑制住了你们与生俱来的以太视性。
We special eyes, yeah, that's like one of the big things about Phaethon, that they're able to use the HDD system because of their eye implants. I don't think the details of it are known to us though, like exactly how it works.
基于卡洛斯留下的数据样本，我找人专门进行了研究，花了些功夫，终于完成了升级 HDD 系统的方案。
That's exciting.
升级之后 ，HDD 系统在运作时会极大减少功耗，可以让你们的以太视性获得较大提升。哦不，应该是说，让你们逐渐恢复成本来应有的样子。
Cool. Sorry, this lo-fi music is kind of making me sleepy again. I need to like shake my head every so often to like stimulate my brain to functioning again. We'll be able to enter the hollows ourselves?
你的意思是 ，HDD 系统升级之后，我们可以不用依赖 ES， 直接用。
没错，刚开始你们的身体可能还会有些不适应，但慢慢就会习惯了。之后，我也会让马塞尔集团技术人员持续关注你们的身体状况，降低你们的功耗，使你们的以太视性获得更好的恢复。
We're gonna upgrade HDD to 4K. Okay, that's good. That's a good one. This is like a kid.
这么厉害的技术就这么交给我们了吗？总感觉会有什么条件。而且你应该早就知道我们的存在了吧？却直到现在才来找我们。
Yeah.
都不需要任何条件。不过，你也确实问到了关键：为什么我现在才现身？实际上，根据我所了解到的信息，你们的眼睛所蕴含的力量还远不止如此。
Dang. Also, one thing I will say that I think is a little bit questionable about this is that the implication here is that they used experimental technology on orphans whose legal guardian is the one that created this research, right? This seems a little bit unethical by today's standards.
或许你们的体内藏着能够影响整个新爱丽都的力量，但如你所知，力量是一把尖刀，它可以刺向敌人，亦可以刺向同伴。作为新爱丽都的市长，我需要确保所有人的安全，所以，请原谅我之前对你们进行了一段时间的观察。当然，结论是维多利亚家政的各位都对你们赞不绝口。
Thanks, buddy.
凌小姐和哲先生都是善良而正直的人，我相信他们会将自己的力量用在正确的地方。
Dude, I will also say one thing about Legion that like I think about every time I see him is the tailoring on his waistcoat makes his waist look extremely tiny.
他们都是好人。
Like it makes him look like he's wearing like a corset. It makes his like chest look gigantic and his waist look thin as like I don't know, paper.
谢谢夸奖。虽然我们现在完全不知道这个力量是什么东西，你不会是在给我们画饼吧？
当然不是，只是我本身也还没能搜集到足够的信息。如果后续调查出了什么有价值的内容，我会告诉你们的。
Have you ever worn a corset latte? I've only worn like pseudo corsets, so that like stuff that's like built into like structured clothing, right? For example, I haven't worn like a real actual corset. Although I would kind of like to, I think it'd be kind of fun.
那么，接下来就让莱卡恩给你们的 HDD 系统进行升级吧。
I like the idea of like I think I have a lot of feelings about like clothes nowadays, but I can talk about this some other time. The fetish headgear. In case he bites, you know, you never know.
请放心，他全程都会在你们面前操作的。你
Perhaps-
们也是了解相关知识的人，应该能看懂每一步操作的目的。
You never know. Maybe bro gets a little hunky sometimes, you know?
阁下，失礼了。
Maybe he gets a little hunky sometimes, and he's gotta keep his limiter on. For a while, you feel almost as if an invisible binding within you has been undone. Your eyes and brain feel almost bloated, but it passes quickly, replaced by a sense of lightness and clarity you've never felt before. It's also like a blurry layer shrouding reality has vanished, and a mysterious power swirls within you.
你们现在感觉怎么样？
我感觉很好。
真的吗？为什么我感觉有点不太舒服？
Picks this up at you and getting one. Maybe his eye was already broken. You know, you never know.
应该是体质原因，你的身体还需要一段时间来消化这种变化。以防万一，你最近还是先不要贸然进入空洞，等身体恢复再做打算。
原来是这样，没关系。那这段时间我得先给琳达打下手吧。
不过，你们当中能有一位适应得这么快，已经非常了不起了。现在你的已经能达到大多数空洞调查员水平，可以正常进入普通空洞。
That's kind of cool, but I don't really understand why we'd need to.
但最初的尝试还是需要谨慎一些。莱卡恩、艾莲，你们陪这孩子一起吧。正好地铁空洞内的某个数据桩出现了问题，需要资深的绳匠才能处理。
Playable
这个
MC.
任务就交给你了。
What if I want to keep using
之
AOs?
后，我也会给你们应得的酬劳。在接下来的旅程里，慢慢进步吧。你们还拥有漫长的时间，可以用来寻找自己真正的力量。
I'll be so sad if we don't get our little funny guy ever again. All right, well, Mr. Broxy, if you are ready, let's enter the hollow together. Please be assured, Ellen and I will protect you and not let you get hurt. Okay. Easy though. I'll do my best. Yeah. Sorry, that music was so chill. I'm like, ugh, struggling a little bit. Sounds worth all sacrifices. So true. Let's confirm the mission objective. The mayor wishes for us to retrieve information from 3 data piles here in order to update the carrot of this area. Retrieving the data is something that only the esteemed Master Proxy can accomplish, so we'll leave it to you.
绳匠阁下，市长提到的数据桩就在这个方向。
I can dodge like this.
我们继续
I
前
think
进吧。
it's just still just a regular dash, okay. I do like his he's pretty cool though. Lycaon is pretty cool. I don't think that's arguable. His tail also looks really fluffy, which is of course a nice bonus. That's one hollow data set successfully retrieved. Master Proxy, you are indeed skilled. Dude, these guys are crazy. I'm literally just here. Go find the next data pile. If only all work were this easy.
市长提到的数据桩就在前方的车辆调度整备库附近。
Yup. Wouldn't it suck if the train started moving right now?
好麻烦，周围已经没有地方可以走了，要把列车挪开才行。
Hey. Mini cargo truck. Now I might be stupid. I think. Ah, there it is. Clue not obtained. Passcode to unlock. Difficult to determine the origin of the passcode. Perhaps you missed something. Clue might be inside the console. You can't directly crack the passcode. You learn the clues in the nearby area. Okay. We stuck right now. Let's look at the passcode in the starting area. Sorry, I'm skipping through the meaningless dialogue because it's kind of boring. This is the visual effects a little sloppy. That's kind of crazy.
现在应该可以去输入密码。
That's kind of crazy. This might have been like a last-minute thing. If then you should be going for your A rank character, that would be kind of cool. But I think I like having them be
绳匠阁
useless.
下，您现在感觉如何？
I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
不太好，我好像要晕过去了。
看到您还有心情开玩笑，我就放心了。如
Man,
果您有哪
he
里感到
knew.
不舒服的话，请随时告诉我们。
到那时候我会背着你出去的。
Thank you, Ellen. Why you carry me right now?
真的吗？那我现在就想要爱莲背我。
绳将阁下，我们还是先完成市长大人留下的任务吧。
升降原本头脑就很厉害，现在身体也变强了。
That's kind of cute of her.
嘿，谢谢夸奖。
啊，我只是在想，你什么时候能学会战斗？
Oh.
那样的话，你一个人就可以经空洞搞定一切了。啊，想想就感觉好方便呐。
Thanks, Ellen. Not happening though. Why would I do all the work when I could get somebody else to do the work for me? That is
绳
data.
将阁下，数据桩就在那里面。
I think this might be like this might have originally been on the HDD system, but they revamped it to be like all live, I guess. We'll handle the combat, okay.
绳将阁下，请放心，我们会确保您的安全。
哎，谢谢你们。不好意思，目前还需要你们的保护。
I like finding games so she says double dodge running. Dude. I kind of cry, I think, if the cute girl that was carrying me decided to like suddenly heckin' start sprinting faster than cars. Queen obtained, yep. We also need passcode, leave it to me. Walk around a little bit. Walk around a little 3 parts. So there's gonna be 1 part that's around here.
我们留意一下周围吧。
Rotate this thing. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. A little bit of shenanigansery. A little bit of running up ramps. Oh, look at all this Yes, indeed, indeed. I'm so professional. Look at all the Pegasus logistics.
维多利亚家政能和您这样优秀。
Dude. Like, yeah, it's kind of funny because like I'll just be like walking around. He'd be like, "Thank you for working with me," and then your professionalism is and like integrity is greatly appreciated. And I'll be like, it's I think it's kind of sweet, but it's also like, huh? Wait, hold on. Bleh. You know, though, I will say, Ellen's presence here definitely feels like, oh yeah, we need another combat character, and like, can't really solo carry very well. So let's just bring, you know, the only fighter, the best fighter. Found it. The first is just 6. Okay.
刚刚的战斗，绳降的动作好像更灵活了。
绳降阁下，这里应该就是第2位密码了。
Yep, second passcode. 464.
绳降阁下，我们已经在空洞中。
They were the first team we went to Hollow with, yeah.
现在身体感觉如何？
They do seem like they have to get jealous a little easily.
好吧，
好像还挺好，没什么特别的感觉。
那就好，毕竟这是您升级完系统后首次进入空洞，我们还是要控制一下时间。
Scissor attack.
走开。
Sorry, I'm focusing really hard because I'm trying to remember how they play.
快速结束这里的
But
战
their
斗吧。
gameplay style feels a little bit off to me. Wasn't there a chest here just now? There it is. Okay, passcode so far 64, 64, 64, 64, 64. 64, 64, 64, 64, 64, 64, 64, 64.
最后一位密码就在这里了。
Hey, another mini cargo truck. 6451. 6451. 6451. 6451. 6451. Oh, like counts memorize.
好了
Dude,
这样我们就已经获取所有的密码了。
what am I here for then?
回去解开那道锁。
Oh, thanks for teleporting me back. Appreciate it. Oh, sorry, 0. My bad. I read 6. 0451. Damn, so even if you didn't read it, you still... That's weird. That's crazy. I miss when games actually provided a challenge and they didn't tell you everything, man. I see Facebook comment better than usual. Report the message results to the mayor. Baby game. Right! Man, I was struggling and working hard. Through blood, sweat, and tears alike.
法厄同大人非常优秀。
很好，你们果然是天才。实不相瞒，这次联络你们是有一件重要的事需要两位的协助。
Important task.
我希望你们能参加一场拍卖会，帮助我拍下一件藏品。
You have to play Tribe 9 or something? What the heck is Tribe 9? Don't tell me.
不会是我之前听说过的那个拍卖会吧？最近就要举行的，会有很多上流人士参与的那个。
In DMC 3, we memorize 4 members in order. Really? I don't really like memorizing like puzzles and stuff, but I like when it uses memorization as a means to like figure things out. Like you're memorizing clues, right? And it's harder. It's kind of like it's preferable to memorizing. It's preferable to memorize clues. Sorry, I'm just rambling. Basically, I like solving mysteries. I like answering problems and solving stuff. New gacha from the creators of Danganronpa is pretty cool. They have a gacha now!
没错，就是这个拍卖会。看来选择你们确实是正确的决定。既然如此，我就开诚布公地说了，这件事和你们曾经遭遇过的生鬼有关。
It's related to the sacrifice.
生鬼？难道这东西又出现了吗？
是你们曾经在工地附近打败的那只生鬼。治安局将其回收之后进行了研究。
Yes.
我们发现，生鬼拥有可以在空洞外存在的可怕力量，它的体内还含有人类的基因。
That's kind of scary.
生鬼的体
Ew.
内，我们提取到了一颗奇妙的核心。
Sorry. I'll say later.
这枚核心和生鬼的神秘力量同源，这意味着它也可以在脱离异态环境的情况下存在。但就在不久之前，这枚核心失窃了。在称得上是整个新爱丽都安保最严苛的实验室里，它被盗走了。我派人追查了很久，都没能找到它的踪迹，直到看到那场拍卖会的宣传册。 有人将那枚生鬼核心镶嵌在了一件藏品上。
He wants to bid on it at the auction.
所以你们希望我们把它拍下来，可是为什么非得是我们呢？
生鬼的力量拥有强大的破坏力和不确定性，至少在现阶段不能让更多人知道这件事。而我的身份显然不适合出现在拍卖会这样的场合。同时，因为生鬼核心失窃的缘故，我正在对自己身边的势力进行排查。直白点说，我能相信的人并不算多。但请放心，我会准备好资金。
Yeah!
家政的成员们全程辅佐你的。
I love business trips where they pay for my expenses.
当然，这一切的前提是两位愿意协助我。
I'll give it a shot.
那我们试试看吧。
非常感谢，你们果然是值得信任的伙伴。
I expect my hotel to be paid, my flight to be paid. I expect all my meals to be covered. $300 a day for food. A few weeks ago, the devs are extremely listening to the community. That's awesome. That's good for you.
目前唯一的问题是那场拍卖会的邀请函。拍卖会是邀请制，而它的主办和 TOPS 相关。
Oh, that's what the other family's gonna come and play, huh? Chekhov's gun.
当然，我 我这边会尽快处理好，至于剩下的事，就拜托你们了。
Hotel fridge, $20 for a water bottle. Dude, I've been thinking about tabling again at conventions and stuff. Ugh. I don't think I think if I do though, I'll probably have to hire like some assistant who's able to like handle talking to people all day because I cannot do that. But I've been thinking about doing conventions again, so that's fun. I'll let you guys know if I do, but man, tabling's expensive. Chekhov's Hugo? Chekhov's Hugo! Sorry, I'm spitting. I feel like a mockingbird myself now. Mayor ends the call.
绳将阁下，您好像看起来有些困惑。
Relationship between the mayor and Tops.
关于市长和 Tops 的关系，看起来好像有些微妙。
As like an artist, cosplay, VTuber, probably just selling stuff. I don't really know what I'd like. If I went as someone who's there to get attention, I probably would die, right? I'd rather just sit there in a corner and nap.
您很敏锐，如您所见，新爱丽都的市政体系是由梅弗劳尔家族一手建立的，而
梅弗劳尔
Tops 则是由多家企业组成的商业联合，权力与利益之间向来容易产生纠葛。
True.
这也是邀请函对我们来说比较麻烦的原因。如果没有 Tops 深度参与其中的话，一切都会简单许多。
From my experience, cons are the worst place to nap at. I'm not gonna lie, buddy. When I went to Toronto Comic Con, it was loud and it was like it wasn't that busy for Comic Con, but I was struggling. I was struggling to stay awake in full cosplay. I was like, cause my friend was helping to table, right? And I was just chilling there with them because like, you know, they had an extra chair and I was like, yeah, might as well need some time to sit down. And I was struggling. It was hard. Nearly fell asleep at the table. They had to like wake me up several times.
不过请阁下放心，我们会尽力扫除这些障碍的，只是还需要一些时间。如果没有其他事的话，我就先告辞了。祝
Have a good day. I do a little bit want to play in JP just to hear him say "Gokigenyo."
之前那个叫做雨果的收藏家是不是提到过，如果想去拍卖会的话，可以找他，但是我们好像没有他的联系方式。既然都说希望我们找他了，
Did he sign up for
应该会留
membership?
号码吧？除非那家伙有健忘症。
Wait, you should know we would have gotten his number if he paid for his rental DVDs. You were
或
listening?
许他已经留了，但是我们没有发现。
这么说来，雨果之前确实留给过我们一张奖券，而且还说了奇奇怪怪的话，好像是总有些秘密藏在光的背面，听起来像是什么中二病发言。
It's the they call him heckin' Chunibyo.
等等，难道说
These cosplays always like a costume with multiple meters of long tail dragon. That's crazy. That sounds like a horrible time, but it'd be really cool. If you like Leon sounds good, I'm sure he does. Yeah, I'm sure if Leon sounds bad in any language, I'll be kind of mad. Although I did hear about what happened to the Zenless EN voice actors, and that's really unfortunate. I hope that wasn't like. Ugh, we probably won't get a lot of information about it, but it does seem pretty bad. It's literally behind the light. Haha.
我懂了，这家伙一定看了太多推理电影。不过
Yeah,
怎么样
okay.
我们先联络对方看看吧。
哎呀，竟然是我珍藏的录像店店长大人，很高兴你们能发现我留下的小小秘密。
Favorite video store, buddy?
之前一直都没等来联络，我还以为自己是给你们留下了什么不好的印象呢。
This is kind of funny to think about. Bro's just like sitting in his living room like, man, I wonder when Phaethon will call me. Man, I wonder when Phaethon will call me. Man, I wonder when Phaethon will call me. It's kind of funny. It's animatronic, but I think it's a person from their movement. That's awesome. I think people who are able to create such like really intricate cosplays are something else. I think
其
that's
实
my
我们有点
favorite.
事想找你帮忙。关于之前你说的那个拍卖会， 你能搞到邀请函吗？
啊，原来两位想要参与拍卖会，我很乐意帮你们的忙。但不巧的是，我这边刚好有些工作安排。当然，如果两位愿意帮我完成手上的工作，我应该就能匀出时间去找你们想要的邀请函了。
Okay. What kind of it's something I can handle.
什么工作？是我能做的吗？应该不会有什么生命危险吧？
放心，我是不会让自己珍藏的店长大人陷入险境的。具体的事，我们见面说吧。我在光印广场的朝露花店等你。
Do gardening shop in Luminous Square. Okay. Well, let's go to do garden shop wherever. But the reason, oh, sorry, the other thing, okay, I was laughing earlier about the thing about the sacrifice of the human DNA and the experimenting and like what else, stuff like that. And I was thinking about it, like, oh wow, you know, Zenless Zone Zero is really similar to Love in Deep Space. I know I talked about this during my last stream a little bit, but like this is like genuinely kind of funny, right? They have similar combat systems, right? And then they also have like this major theme revolving around like mixing like their monsters of their world, right? Like the hearts of the monsters of the world with humans, right? And then they have like this whole thing. That's I was thinking like, oh, that's kind of interesting. They even call it something similar, right? You can take photos with a few people that are being weird. Yeah, no. This last con, I got like quite a few people asking for my photo and stuff, and I was like, it's really tiring for me. I appreciate it and I respect it, but it's like, man, I just wanted to take a nap. To get to the points, I need you to shadow someone for me. Record and tell me everything they do and say. Love and Deep Space has a story? I thought it was only horny bait. No, actually, I think Love and Deep Space has a really engaging story. I think it's really interesting. Like, genuinely. Love and Deep Space is, how do I say? I feel like dating sims get a reputation for being like fulfillment only, right? It's like, oh yeah, like I want the physical pleasure of being told like, oh yeah, don't worry, you're doing fine today, you know, or being romanced or whatever. But I think also there is a bit of a stereotype around like women's hobbies, right? And I think women's hobbies tend to get dumbed down, I guess, a little bit when being discussed. Love and Deep Space is actually really, really interesting. So far. Until you go to Salty. Thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, no, sorry. I was just thinking that it's really interesting how similar the main premise for Love and Deep Space is to Zenless is here. And lads did come first, so it's like, oh, you know. I'm sure it's just a coincidence though. Like they're not that similar in their premises, and like it just happens that there's something that's a little bit like a major idea that's a little bit shared, and that's fine. And that someone is Hartman Ravenlock, head of the Ravenlock family. That's right, him. I've already got a schedule. Soon he will be meeting with someone nearby. I need to know the exact details of their exchange, please. Of course, for your troubles, I'll take care of the auction invitations you need. Extra streaming about mostly naked boys for 20 minutes! That's pretty funny. I mean, I can understand that. Like, obviously, the horny stuff is the part that gets the most impact, right? And I feel like that's what gets talked about most, right? People are just like, oh yeah, like, God, women's dating sims has like wow, that's kind of parasocial, right? But no, I think there's a genuine like love, I feel like, from the developer side, and it's really refreshing to have a game designed for like albeit straight women, or in a way that we just don't really get in a lot of modern media and stuff. So it's really nice. Can you blame them though? No, I mean, they're very well chiseled. I mean, personally, I'm not, like, I don't have, like, particularly strong feelings about shirtless men. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird one for that. I don't have strong feelings about, like, men or women really being shirtless. It is like nice, I guess, to have like, even if it's like parasocial fulfillment. But what? Okay, sorry, not the correct game to talk about this right now. My favorite thing about Love and Deep Space, not by a long. Okay, there's a lot of things I like about Love and Deep Space, but one of my favorite things is that you can ask the love interests like, hey, what should I eat today? You know, if you're ever struggling, if you're the kind of person that struggles with making decisions on what to eat, I think Love and Deep Space is the perfect thing to install, because you have you have 5 guys you can ask like, hey, what do I eat today? And they'll give you suggestions, and you can think about it for a minute. You're just like, you know what? Maybe I do want to eat lobster ravioli today. Right? I kind of struggle making decisions on meals, and so I appreciate the game for being like, you know what, Latte, it's 3 AM. You know what the perfect meal is? Vodka. So you should have Puppy the Gacha with so much male character fan service. Exactly. Exactly, you know? We've objectified women for hundreds and thousands of years. It's time for men to get the same treatment. It's time for the tables to turn. Sorry, anyway. Sounds cool. It is kind of cool. I mean, it is kind of fun to have like a roulette. You know? It's like, ah, yeah, no more decisions. Anyway. I need yeah, right by the part. Is what they call a business war? To be honest, based on my sources, the Ravenlock family appears to be plotting something rather sinister. You are a complete stranger to him, which will make everything easier. Relax, it's nothing illegal. You just happen to be in proximity and happen to overhear some things. Even if someone from public sector shows up, they won't have anything on you. Besides, you already have connections in PubSec, don't you? You know that too? Well, I'll be waiting for your good news then. Dude, didn't we literally see his faction in the last contest we went to? That's crazy. Hello there. I didn't expect that blonde gentleman to be your friend as well. You know him? Of course. He often comes here to buy flowers, and he's always very generous. However, he always buys flowers for memorial purposes, says they're for his deceased loved ones. He seems like someone with quite a story. Anyway. Secretly Tail Heartman. I love these kinds of... Where am I going? I love these kinds of, like, stealth minigames. Not always. I think they're kind of hit or miss, but I hope this one's a hit. There's no need to report such a trivial matter to me. My time is precious. Get to the point. Perkins? Didn't that get shut down already? The people behind it are gone. Here, I had high hopes for her, but it's now... Anyway, she's done the entire business down and make sure to do it clean. Understood? Oh, by the way, have you tried that medicine I mentioned before? As long as there's no problem. That thing is worth far more than your life. Ha! Better make sure everything goes perfectly. Don't forget, our partners are dangerous people. Failure is not an option. I want to say the little cat. Oh yeah. That's a dog. Well, I guess it's not a stealth minigame because we don't have to hide at all, I guess, really. That's fine. What did I get too close? How's the insurance project doing? It's progressing smoothly. However, Master Hartman, can this thing really profit? Our funding chain is already... Of course, it won't earn much. Breaking even would already be good enough. As to talk about illegal organ harvesting on a busy street, a block away from the police station. Yeah, like that's so silly of them. You know, they'd never expect that. Surely the police officers. These are Master Edmund's orders. To improve our family's reputation, we must do some charity work. They're dumping all our unprofitable business onto us. This is just too... Shut up. Of course I'm aware. To regain influence within tops, we'll have to take it step by step. I will manage. Suspicious person directly staring at them. Yeah, right? She's not even crouching down or anything. Arrangement Hugo for the flower shop. Oh, that was not a lot of info. I mean, I guess they did just talk about all their important plans within 2 sentences, so I guess it's fine.
日安，尊敬的店长大人，很高兴能再次见到你。你还是和之前一样优雅。
Also, I realized I think they've optimized their story a little bit, so I'm not lagging as much during these cutscenes. I used to lag a lot during this.
我想你应该已经获得了一些进展。
Jay finds a heart with Hugo, his gaze remains lowered, and he's listening intently. His pale, slender fingers absently flipping 2 intricate coins with practiced ease. I wish I could do that. Like, even once he asks thoughtful questions to clarify details. Who knew this guy could be so serious? Why are you telling me he's saying thoughtful things?
啊，原来如此，看来比我想象的还要复杂一些呢。非常感谢你的帮助。这是专门为你们准备的邀请函，其中一张其实是我自己的，不过正好我那天有事，就不过去了。
Oh, okay.
为了获取这些，我稍微动用了一些手段，还请你不要告知别人这2份邀请函的来源。
People are insulting guards in the galaxy because of standstill. It's true, you know. A lot of the time, if people just aren't paying attention to you, they'll never see you.
不然的话，我可能会遭到惨无人道的追杀哦。
What? Is auction that dangerous?
真的假的？追杀？原来那场拍卖会这么凶险的吗？
I just realized Belle has like one like fingerless glove.
与虎谋皮，总归是要承担一些风险的。不过，鉴于我充分信任店长大人的为人，所以现在我的生命安全就交托给你了。
Okay. Unless I sealed.
放心吧，我不会告诉其他人的，也会让哥哥保密。
其实之前我就想说了，你和你的血亲关系真好，真令人羡慕。
I wish we saw more of them.
说起来，店长大人是怎么看待亲情这种关系的呢？
But you cannot must maintain the care and understanding. It is you do have to do this.
亲情也是需要用心去维护的，就算是家人，也无法100%了解对方。就像我们的像母亲一样的家人，他很爱我们，但也对我们隐瞒了很多。
Harpy line necklace. I think it might be to represent like frequencies. I think. Don't quote me on this. I think Wise has something similar with his design. I might just be trolling though. I don't know. But she also has a similar like pattern on her bracelet there. You see it.
母亲呢？提到这个词，我竟然只能想到恐惧、疼痛和憎恶。
Her badge also has it.
其实，我也曾经有个妹妹，虽然是同父异母的了。
Had.
曾经，你们该不会吵架吵到断绝关系了吧？
No, she's dead.
我们从来没吵过架，我倒是挺
Oh,
想
she is
试试
dead.
可惜，已经没有机会了。她离开很久了，久到我几乎忘记了
Damn. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
抱歉，我不知道原来是这样的故事。
Damn.
既
Okay.
然顺便，
I'm never saying anything again.
没事没事，毕竟是我提起的，而且那已经是很久之前的事了。说回之前的话题吧，不出意外的话，那位哈特曼先生也会参加接下来的拍卖会。就
OK
像你看到的那样，作为拉文洛克家族的现任继承人，他暗地里其实藏了不少秘密。
Not my streamer
如
anymore.
果你们接下来要和他产生交集的话，还是多多防备一些吧。因为身居高位就轻视普通人，为了权力与利益不择手段，不惜一切代价满足自己的野心。
I hate Hugo's face. I want to pull his hair. I want to like you see like a Hugo I cannot say words. The hoagie on top of his head. I want to I want to grab us a hoagie and then the other strand that's in front of his face and I want to like pilot him around like Ratatouille.
真希望这些上等人能得到应有的惩罚。
He's so pretty. He's not my type. He's not my type.
但很可惜，命运的天平总有高低之分。
I'm going to
除非
alter.
官员亲手将其矫正。
Okay, what about his ears? What if you take his ears and then like you like pull them around like they're like reins on a horse?
扯远了。那么今天就到这里吧。接下来我还有些事，就先告辞了。祝你们在拍卖会上玩得开心。
Have fun at the auction. In my humble opinion, we got an invitation. I'm a bit behind on my progress. Aw, man. Follow matters with you. Okay, okay. Please wait a moment. Okay. Cool. Why does it smell like perfume? Wait, why did I only get one? I thought I got two. Game? As long as you're not grabbing his fangs. I think they're a bit small. I don't know. They say size isn't everything, but I think in this case it might just be. Why is the invitation a B rank item? Right?
绳降阁下，
I feel like it should be more important.
好久不见。
Girl, we literally saw each other yesterday. You look concerned. I seem to caught a whiff of... No, it's nothing. Probably just my imagination. Oh, he smells the pheromones? Mr. Proxy, may I have a look at the invitation you received? This can't be fake, right? And this isn't indeed an authentic invitation. It's truly impressive that you were able to obtain it in such a short time. If I'm not mistaken, this invitation came directly from Tops. So, you are in contact with Tops as well? My friend has connections in Tops. Oh, a friend. I see. They must be quite the character. Don't worry, I won't pry further if you're reluctant to share. You will eat your homework? Well, then I'll take my leave. I'll see you at the auction later. Have a pleasant day. Now that we sorted out the invitation, let's get some good rest and prepare for the auction. Yeah. Let us rest and prepare for the auction. Oh. We don't have to go upstairs to sleep anymore? We just go directly to the auction? Okay. I feel like that kind of ruins the flow of some things. Not gonna lie. I do like seeing all these strays around. It's kind of cute. But I feel like not letting us go to sleep and stuff kind of like it slows the flow down a little, or it speeds the flow up a little bit. I don't know. Your invitation has been confirmed. Esteemed guest, would you like to enter the private suite now? Sure. As expected, the private suite looks high-end. Private suite. No one. There's also expensive-looking desserts and drinks. You seem to be early. Lycion and others haven't arrived yet. Should we take a look around first? You can also try some fancy desserts and drinks. Yeah! Including voice someone comes from nearby. Please help me. I have really no other choice. Something's happening over there. Let's go take a look.
谎言，
Oh.
欺瞒，背叛。我看见迷雾环绕，而真相隐匿在深不可测的虚幻之中。找到你了，命定之人。
She's kind of my type. Champagne. Going to see 5 times for stories with a lot of loading screens though. That's true, but like I'm okay with having like 1 or 2, you know? Viviania's here. Yeah, she's kind of my type. Like I just think she's really pretty, but I hope she's not. I hope she's interesting. I think there's so much artistic important, but there's 1,000 ladder gamers who want their like 1 second of their gratification. Yeah, I think if you're saying like, oh yeah, we should probably sleep, then you should have a moment where the characters get to like recuperate a little bit, you know? But that's just my take, you know, hot take, hot take. Anyway, I love hair drills. I think hair drills are so funny as a concept because the way they defy gravity, that's so peak. Wife detected.
你
Listen, vampire lady, purple, cute, man. Maybe for the chosen one.
命定之人是什么东西？
Hey, wait, her eye looks kind of like her
十
eyes.
几年前会出现的中二小说的设定。
Her eyes look kind of like mine, like the shape of them. She has longer eyelashes though, like. Alright.
言语能表达的内容十分有限，现在的你无法理解，也很正常。很快你就会明白我在说什么了。
Okay.
那个，这位大小姐，我知道你肯定以为我是骗子，但是 我说的都是真的。那件藏品是我丈夫的遗物，只是因为之前生活拮据，我才不得已把它典当了出去。
Harris is always able. She goes, "It's full Ojo-sama." She might. She's got like the umbrella and stuff too. Her lizard has a little harsher tail than yours do. Yeah, right. She looks a little bit more angry, or like a little bit more serious. I'm a very approachable face, I would say. You know. Right.
但是，我不能眼看着它被别人拍走，被卖到不知道什么地方。那样，我就永远也无法赎回它了。
Got it out. That's why, Lucy.
请你
True.
帮我拍下它。
That's why.
那藏品其实有一个隐藏的瑕疵，只要你在后台验收的时候指出，它就会流拍，重新回到典当行里，绝不会需要你付钱。
Right. No, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
作为报答，我可以给你一笔佣金，虽然可能没那么多，但已经是我现在能拿得出手的所有了。
妈妈，不要哭。
Okay, sorry. I know this is like a tender moment for these two, but why does the girl have bear ears while the mom has like cat ears? What happened in the genetic tree? I guess she could be adopted. They share no similarity visually.
你的故事或许是真的，但目的并不是。况且，这一切都与我无关，我并不在乎你的不幸。
小姑娘，你明明看起来一点也不缺钱，
Ben
怎么会这么狠心？
Yo, don't say that. My boy Ben would never do that.
旁边这位气质高雅的朋友，你肯定也这么觉得吧？
He's loyal to his career and he would never become a deadbeat father. Huh? You referring to me?
你说的是我？
对，就是你。如果你愿意的话，
拍卖会马上就要开始了，我不知道你是用了什么方式混进来，但我想，你应该不会希望自己和孩子一起被保安请出去。
Sorry, this is gonna sound a little bit perverted, but I feel like Vivian's earlobes are really soft and like a little bit crunchy. You know, like sorry. No, I can't think of a good analogy. But I was just looking at them and I was like, man, wonder what it'd feel like to nibble on them.
还有，你
Young lady's in different gaze towards you.
给你一个小小的建议，在拍卖会这样的场所，不要轻易同情任何人，不然你可能会被骗得体无完肤。
It's just what you like. Gotta nibble on those pointy ears. Yeah, pointy ears just look a little bit more like delectable, right? Than like normal person ears. I don't know what it is. I guess like normal person ears also look like they could be nibbled on a little bit, but pointy ears have like a different texture.
另外，我叫薇薇安，很高兴认识你。
Put away your overflowing sympathy and don't trust so easily. Yes, ma'am.
诸位，拍卖会上半场即将开始，还请。
I have some disputes just now. I don't know why they're in my room, unless it's a shared common area. Then I'm relieved. Actually, I overheard parts of the conversation. Did you get a good mouthful, something pointy? Yeah, that's probably what it is. Also, like you don't have to like work around the back of the ear as much. Probably, yeah. Also, the more surface area to nibble on, right? Forgive me for speaking so bluntly, but it's rather strange to have guests like that mother and daughter at this auction. Perhaps, as the mysterious Miss Vivian said, they didn't enter through regular means. There may be more to this. But let's return to the auction. If you're interested in any particular item, you can bid on it. Master will cover the bill for you. Yeah, and I won't hold back! Rest assured, Master's budget is quite sufficient. Regular auction items should not be a problem. Unless other parties also set their sights on that item we wanted. Should that happen, we'll adapt accordingly. I trust in your wisdom. Damn, bro is rich. Mr. Mayor Masterman is rich. Unexpected guest appears behind you. Vivian's always welcome in your room, no? Depends on her intentions, I think. You know, if she's there to rob me, you know, maybe I'll blow her a kiss and see if she changes her mind, you know? What a small world. So you got a new companion today? Who's that obnoxious blonde boy from last time? Obnoxious blonde boy. Long story. Didn't expect so your caliber to be able to attend this auction. If Master Edmund finds out, he'll make sure to investigate where he got the invitation from. Who's that? You don't know who Master Edmund is? He's a prominent figure and top someone with the authority to speak on behalf of him. Master Edmund will also attend the auction, and he has an extremely noble mark on his forehead that anyone will... Sorry. I cringed a little bit saying that. Anyone who sees will remember. Why am I wasting my breath? You wouldn't understand it anyway. We better pray we don't set our sights on the same auction item. You'll have no chance of winning. Curtis hurriedly leaves. Master, that gentleman just now seemed very hostile towards you. Looks like you two had some history. However, it's getting late. Let's head into the venue. Okay. Dude, her heels are tall. Is he Harry Potter? You know, I kind of forgot that was a defining feature of that character. So I just mentioned it. For me, this defining feature was his, like, disgruntled look and glasses. Please present your invitation. Your invitation is confirmed. Welcome to the auction. Please follow me. Where's Wise? I thought... Wasn't here earlier. Now you're looking for a strange yet missing golden bangle statue. Your budget allows you to try bidding for it. Yeah! You only have one opponent. Bad news is that guy's Curtis. You just have to take him down just like last time! Mysterious Vivian also sees the bidding comes to your side. That's crazy.
虽说是拉文洛克家族成员，但之前还偷偷跑去抽奖。或许他的经济状况不容乐观。
还真是冤家路窄，竟然又在这里遇到你了。
Why did he went back to his room? That makes sense. I would have liked to see the siblings banter though. I think they have some good banter.
这次我可不会再输了。
Try messing with him.
这不是那位来自拉文洛克的大人物吗？没想到你竟然会和我们这种庶民参加同一场拍卖会啊
Man.
这可是业内最顶级的拍卖会，真不知道你们用什么方式搞到邀请函的，多半不是什么正规手段吧？
哦，你现在的表情看起来有点可疑，该不会真被他说中
Now
了？
Vivian is also criticizing my debate girl.
我看你们还是趁早放弃吧，这件藏品我是一定会拍下来的。
I do like this music though. It's a little like ridiculously tense for like situation. It's kind of funny. Try and intimidate him. Let's try mocking him. Let's overall him real quick.
那我们就一起加油吧！主持人，再加价20%。
You know, I like silent auctions better because you don't get situations like this, but this is good in fiction.
你到底哪来这么多丁尼啊？
确实是稳妥的选择，不过在我看来，稍微有些破费了。
Girl, why are you judging me?
好了好了，先别忙着加价，我看整个拍卖会也就我们两个对这东西感兴趣，要不我们还是先私下商量商量。
Let's make a deal.
我们可以做个交易，我把这个艺术品让给你，你给我成交价30%的
Oh my god
回报。
30%？你还真是狮子大开口！这么多丁尼，我就算扔水里也不给你。
我喜欢你的魄力，不过确实有点太贪心了。
你也太执着了吧？就一定要和我争这么一个小小的收藏品吗？
Commenting our talks for real, like I'm just trying to have fun, and then she's here backseating. Keep missing but
感觉现在的价格已经有点虚高了，再加一点试试看吧。
你们玩真的？没想到现在的庶民竟然这么富裕。算了算了，我退出。
Damn.
不错， 这件藏品维持在了一个合适的价格上。
Okay, sure. You'd be Curtis winning the bid.
无论如何，恭喜你成功拍下了这件藏品。虽然以我的眼光来看，它还是有些审美超前了。
Okay, I will say, in general, I really like Zenless's like whatever this stupid pathetic expression is. I like when the characters make this face. I think it's really cute.
不过你喜欢就好，毕竟艺术品最珍贵的价值在于人们倾注于其中的爱意。
When are we bidding for Vivian? Right now.
接下来这件藏品可不得了
Sorry.
是一位传奇艺术家最后的遗作，整个新爱丽都仅此一件。这位
Okay.
艺术家的经历也十分精彩，虽然生前默默无名，但在去世之后，他的作品却被鉴赏家们无意中发现。
God, that would suck. Dude, imagine spending your entire life dedicated to your work, and then only after you die do people think like, you know what? Maybe Da Vinci guy is like maybe he's on something, you know? Like, dude, I'd be rolling in my grave.
但也正因如此，他的真作数量奇少，每件都弥足珍贵，更别说这件惊世遗作了。
As most artists, no, most artists die in obscurity and stay in obscurity. It's only the very few that become famous, like, you know, after they die. And then it's even fewer that are big while they are alive. Ugh.
话不多说，我们赶紧开始吧。起拍价2亿丁尼。
It's just kind of rough either way, you know? It sucks to be an artist.
这东西要是5亿之内能搞定的话，应该还能有点赚头。3亿。
如果我没看错的话，那件藏品好像就是之前有人要求薇薇安拍下的东西。
Oh shoot.
应该就是那件了。如果我们预算还充裕的话，或许可以。
10亿。
Girl? She wears separate sleeves? Hell yeah. I'd wear separate sleeves too if I was a girl boss. Is there any way more artists able to discover them before? Oh yeah, no, definitely. For like, when it comes to like the internet and stuff, there's lots of good parts about it. But I mean, it comes to the expense of like job security, for example.
就算是遗作，这种成色的藏品，张口就报10个亿。哼，多半是哪家大小姐在体验生活吧。反正不用自己赚钱，报多少都只是个数字罢了。
那个人是薇薇安。
So probably the dress is backless. Oh, the backless dress.
哇，他明明刚刚还让我们收起泛滥的同情心，结果转头竟然自己
Yo.
偷出高价。
I want to see her back.
他好像倒没有偷偷，是光明正大出高价的。
哦，这位衣着华贵的大小姐果然品味不凡，随便一出手就是惊人的数字。
You know, I want a really pretty dress. I want to go shop. I want to go shopping again.
那么，有人想要挑战一下这位小姐吗？早是天才艺术家的遗作。
Or learn to sew. I don't know.
价值还能翻倍哦。
建议你们别这么做。无论多高的价格，今晚我都会拍下它。
这位小姐果然非常自信。我看时间也差不多了。10亿1次，10亿2次，10亿3次，成交。
Dear God.
好了，各位朋友们，我们上半场的拍卖到此结束。接下来还请大家回休息室放松片刻，之后还会有更多珍贵的拍品哦。我们下半场再见。
I don't want to go back to play, but she is in next patch, and she is pretty. A rather abstract piece of art. Amazing. Oh, hey, I can talk to these guys. Master Hartman, you come as well. Something more to bid on. Curse it. I have no idea who the seller behind this thing is, and why the insistent going through the auction process. Let's look at her back while she's here.
还算可以入口。
Yeah! Drinkable?
怎么这么多？
这里的咖啡还算可以入口。
怎么这么多生面孔？我还以为来的都是熟人呢。
Yeah, that's it's kind of scandalous. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like that. Sorry.
你的眼神很奇怪， 虽然他嘴上说着绝情的话，但其实内心还是很善良的。
Nice back, yeah. I like back. I like pretty girl back.
你该不会是在这么想吧？
How'd you know?
你怎么知道？哼，果然被我说中了。先说好，我并没有要帮助那个人的意思，我也不会把刚刚拍下的收藏品送给他的。
That's a cute face on her
因
too.
为那就是一个常见的骗局而已。
A scam?
骗局？你的意思是，那个人是个骗子？他们会向你诉说一个悲惨的故事，央求你帮忙高价拍下一件藏品，声称有办法让藏品流拍，不需要你真的付款。
How to stay strong for woo girls.
但当你拍下藏品后，交易就已经成立，没有后悔的空间。你只能花费高价去购买一个华而不实的物件。
Oh, why'd you still bet on this item?
但你最后还是拍下了那件藏品。我喜欢那位传奇艺术家的故事。所谓艺术品，本身其实就是在贩卖各种各样的故事，不是吗？
Yeah, I guess she's right.
我会为自己选择的故事付出代价。
How do you play this game? Well, it's actually quite easy. You just need to have a button, that like a left click button, and then you just press next.
这也是骗你的，我就信了。
I don't believe you.
我其实倒也没有信。再给你一个小小的建议吧，不要相信眼睛看到的东西。大家都习惯隐藏自己的目的，但有时候看不到的才是真的。
Recently approaches, blinks, and silently mouths 2 words. Master proxy? She knows your proxy identity?
希望下次你接下的是我的信件，而不是那些伪君子们的。
How do you play? Yeah, but for like a for real answer, this game is kind of hard to play. There's a lot of buttons you gotta press, and in particular ways. I'm sure there's an online guide that can help you better than I can.
隐藏了很多秘密的朋友，我们之后见。
You know, I hate when people are just like, I'll see you later, and then they just stand there in the corner, expecting you to leave. And if you want to talk to them more, they just say something boring like, I wonder what Lord Phaethon is doing right now. That's not to be distracted by Lord Phaethon. You better one to... Girl?
拍卖会下半场开始了，请大家尽快入场。
Esteemed guests, the second half of the auction is about to begin. Which you can have a video. Yes, let's go. First some kind of came out. I think it's a little bit odd.
欢迎回来。
Dude, she looks so funny in this image. Also, the auction is tiny. There's not a lot of people here.
接下来我们要拍卖的就是本场的重头戏。这据说在很久很久之前，这是只有勇者才能穿上的服装。
Wow.
更令人惊叹的是，这件勇者之袍领口上镶嵌着的奇异宝石，我可从来没见过这种宝石，简直带着一种诡异的魔力。
Sorry, I'm busy right now. They just stand there doing nothing. Yeah, or or they say something that's like clearly meant as a goodbye, and then they don't leave, and they make you leave, and it's like, well, okay. Sacrifice core. Weird perfect stuff in the sacrifice, rating an ominous aura. Interesting. Interesting. I bet this logo, like this pin in the back, is relevant. You know what it looks like? It looks like a clock. Right? Although with only the minute hand, I suppose. Just a bit more of an efficient way to rotate it, but anyway. Yeah. Cool, very pretty.
那颗像宝石一样的东西，
Diamond slays,
就是我
right?
要找的那个啦。
不可思议，这么重要的东西，竟然就这样毫无保护措施的镶嵌在衣服上。
Mine. I want it.
太浮夸了。
这场拍卖会还真是热闹啊！该来的不该来的，都聚集在一起了。
Edmund.
勇者之袍，真是老土的名字。
Yeah, I bet the poke isn't even good. I'm gonna sneeze.
不过我一定会得到它的，为了拉文洛克家族的荣耀。
Yeah, I bet the cloak's quality is also kind of bad.
是的，我看见那东西了，看起来是真货。
Sounds familiar. It's like 主元。
我会盯着的。
No, it's not Julian. And Tess didn't let two constants remain. You and Hartman, the current head of the Raven-like family.
没想到竟然会有人和我竞拍这么长时间。
His glasses are kind of funny though.
但我们之间互相抬价并没有任何意义。说实话，比起金钱，时间上的损失更。
Hooker chose Nessie to become a hero with ages. That'd be kind of cool, actually. What's up, man? Thank you, appreciate it.
所以，我的朋友，坦率的说吧，你想要什么？
这家伙看起来就是个老油条，或许应该和他周旋一番。
Okay. What can you offer?
比起我想要什么，不如我们来聊聊，你能提供什么筹码？
将问题甩回来了，不错。我喜欢和聪明人对话。
I will not lie, that was not the intelligent person's response.
本场拍卖会的藏品很多，远不止这件勇者之袍。 你不必太心急，说不定之后还会出现让你更动心的藏品。
I'm not here for it takes air cocktails as usual. I want the gem.
我又不是收藏家，当然不是冲着藏品来的。
Girl, why would you say it like that?
既然如此，那我们谈个交易吧。我看中的是这件衣服上镶嵌的宝石。
Girl,
如果
she's
你从现在
stupid.
开始停止竞拍的话，我取走宝石后，可以把剩下的衣服送给你。
糟糕，被他抓到漏洞了。
拉文洛克家族想要的东西。
Dude, why is everyone backseating my conversations?
如果你不信的话，可以去别处打听一番。
How can this like? Is this a threat?
那巧了，我想要的东西也没有失手过。
Why does that work, man? Why does that work?
在该强硬的时候
You don't argue like this.
很好。
How could I get anything from the one Miku game? A little bit, I can see it.
朋友，我的时间非常宝贵，和你聊到现在已经损失了不少进账。如果我付给你一笔丁尼作为谢礼的话，你会愿意退出这场竞拍吗？
I'll give you the same offer.
照这么说，
It's not the Star Rail
如果
debates.
我愿意
I think the Star Rail debates are kind of funny,
愿意
though.
退出吗？
Even if they're really stupid, they can be really funny.
我想要的价格，你恐怕付不起。
Like, this is just kind of like,
好久没人敢这么和我说话了。
it's like, oh yeah, you know? It's like, oh yeah, well, clearly I know that, you know, can you offer me what I want? Kind of, I was like, dude, just say what you want, man.
算了，既然说不过你，那我们就只能靠硬实力了。先说好，不管最终会涨到多少，我是绝对不会让步的。
Yeah, okay, buddy.
糟糕，虽然市长给我们拨的丁尼也是一笔巨款，但总感觉比不过这个可恶的资本家。
Must suck to be a rich or not rich enough. I was accused of about a ridiculously high price.
哈哈哈，承让承让，看来这场拍卖会最后的赢家果然还是我呀。
Well, at least we got a cool statue. I'll just draw you. Thank you. I appreciate if you want to draw me.
那么这件名作就由我来收下了。当然，我要
It
再
doesn't
次
even look
由衷地
good.
感谢各位。
差一点我们就赢了，真是可恶的资本家！
是雨果发来的消息，他让我们
看上面，
Look up.
什么情况？
What?
灯怎么灭了？
I will say this is. I like the protective go-go instinct here. Grabbing onto your little siblings so they don't run away and get lost.
怎么回事？停电了！
我害怕。
女士们、先生们，
No. That's so cringe, man. That's so cringe.
欢迎各位莅临本场拍卖会。很抱歉，让大家忍受了冗长又无趣的前奏。
He's so cringe, man.
毕竟废物的话总是比较多。
I'm gonna throw up.
那个人总觉得有点眼熟。
该不会是？
都愣着干什么？没人管管这个非法入侵的家伙吗？
What you could be, right?
真失礼啊！我只是来取回原本属于我的东西而已。
Oh, when did he get his hands on that?
你什么时候？ 那么本场演出也接近尾声。
And he just puts it on? Oh no, he's holding it,
度过
okay.
一个愉快的夜晚。
That's crazy though. They just didn't secure the skylight like that. Their security's useless. Security's useless in this place. They have guns, you know, in this world. Siblings didn't even recognize it, right?
反蛇鸟，请上。
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
都给我追！要是抓不到这个小偷，你们今晚的工资都别想要了。
Hold on, I wanna see.
反蛇鸟，
都给我追！
Bro's not even wearing gloves on this hand. Bro's not even wearing gloves. He's gonna get identified. Dude, wasn't even the first thing about stealing things and leaving evidence. If you're gonna leave a calling card like this, you gotta make sure that your fingerprints aren't on it because the government has your fingerprint.
都给我追！
It's kind of cool. He has his cool moments, but I think it's kind of silly.
要是抓不到这个小偷，你们今晚的工资都别想要了。
I think you can be cool and cringe at the same time. That's what I think. And this happens to be in the ballpark of both.
那家伙竟然会在这里出现，而且他的目标也是那颗核心。
I like it, hon.
阁下，实不相瞒，我认识刚刚那位反蛇鸟。
I see. Look how he's smiling here. I don't kind of him as well.
说来你可能不信，但
Oh, you
其
recognize
实
him. Okay, that's good.
我也认识他。
And not get tracked with your fingerprints. If you sand down your fingerprints, okay, so when you commit a murder, one thing that you can do to make it harder to identify the body is by like literally taking sandpaper and sanding down the fingerprints. So that's one thing you could do.
什么？您竟然也……
Emphasize that you no intention of keeping him in the dark.
原来您和他之前还发生过这样的事。很久之前，我和那家伙共同创立了反蛇鸟这个怪盗组织。
Oh, you founded
最
Mockingbird?
开始的时候，一切都很顺利。我们秉持着幼
That's
稚又
sick.
远大的理想，用自己的双手，一点一点做着我们认为正确的事情，直到那件事发生。但我想，或许一切都早就有所征兆，只是那时候谁都没有察觉，或者说，不想察觉而已。
Do you think being a butler fits Lycaon better? The werewolf and the vampire of history? He's not a werewolf. He's just a regular wolf, right? Done? I think it's a little hard for me to see the image right now. Oh, that's really cute though. Thank you. I appreciate the drawing that you made of me. That's really cute. I guess you can't see it. It's alright. I appreciate it though. It's very cute. I thank you for your artwork. I really appreciate it.
最终，我选择退出反蛇鸟，接下了市长大人抛出的橄榄枝。那显然不是一场平和的告别，所以我和他现在的关系，可以称之为宿敌。
Dearest friend became your friends to enemies to lovers? The condition where you're born in the finger patterns is only one family in the world that has it. Really? I hadn't heard about that. That's really interesting.
阁下，是我冒昧提问，您目前对雨果的看法是？
I think you should kiss. Sorry, what? Something feels off.
虽然他之前帮了我们一些忙，看起来人还挺好的，但还是感觉有点微妙。
反蛇鸟的初衷并非如此，雨果曾经也……不，没什么。无论如何，那家伙很危险。
Damn situationships.
我现在还不确定他的目的究竟是什么，但生鬼核心不能落在他手里。出于过去的一些经验，我大概能猜到他会选择哪条路线，既能甩掉追兵，又能轻松逃离。
That's crazy. Which one of them is tops?
不过这条
Yeah.
路是在空中。
Yeah.
上将阁下，您
I bet. Oh, actually, I'm not gonna bet anything. I don't want to say anything. I'm feeling super strong right now.
节约时间，我们直接过去就行。我现在感觉自己强得可怕。
明白了，那么，请跟我来。
Wolf will smile. Cool. 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 Head in the hall from here. Let's about your sibling. He's already gone home. Why did he already go home? I wanted to talk to him more. Did he hear? Sure, he said it at all times. It actually goes about his attitude. Google. Okay, well, okay. Sure. Alright, I guess we're entering the hollow. I kind of hope we don't have to find codes again, but whatever. I guess it wasn't that offensive last time we did it. Oh, he run. He run.
雨果那家伙果然在这里。之前我们还一起行动的时候，他总是会选择这类易守难攻的路线。
Difficult attacking, easy defense.
港口的地形复杂，容易遭遇埋伏在暗处的遗骸。
Okay. Fighting skills are cooking. This guy's got
还请您务必
kicks.
小心。
Literally, but
也还这么多，但他看起来却好轻松啊。
pancake.
尽管我并不想这么说。
That man is quite formidable. Man, wouldn't you know, buddy? What was that weapon? I didn't see it properly. A hamut.
再见，朋友们。
Oh wait, where am I going? Can destroy by Hugo with a great length to welcome path. Specific container console will be able to repair it. Okay. Also, this is very well, not unzenless like, but it's different for this game. It always sometimes takes some time to like press the button for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's more Zenless now, but earlier with the strings, Zenless doesn't really have a lot of like organic sounds in their OST. It's kind of interesting to me.
怎么可能让你得逞？圣剑阁下，那是雨果的武器之一，请千万注意避让。
What, the bombs on the ground?
稍安勿躁。
Hugo put the bombs on the ground. That's crazy. Could easily jump over that container. That's also what I'm saying. He can carry Bell and climb the containers. I'm sure he can jump. He doesn't rely on me to fix things for him. But building an anime version. I have a feeling that means it's maybe not really Cookie Yarn Kingdom then. In behind me?
不对劲，
Weird arrow there.
过于顺利了，简直就像他故意想让我们过去一样。
Yeah, what could it be? Maybe he wants to have a conversation with us, you know? Or maybe not. Okay. Okay. Oh, we put it right into his hands. He's taking the opportunity to run up again. His escapability? Don't lose to him! I'm terribly sorry. I will catch up to him. If I'm not mistaken, the direction Hugo just escaped to should be there. We have the first encounter this hollow. Don't catch up. Girl is cute. Bangbu? Yeah, Bangbu are cute.
这个方向不会错的。
Must be the right way, surely.
圣将阁下，请放心，很快我们就能追上他了。
I like that, like, it's just constantly reaffirming me, like, don't worry, we'll catch up. Don't worry, we surely will. Absolutely, 100%. Yep, absolutely. You guys haven't gone far yet? Okay.
应该是这个方向。
Group heavily armed figures emerge.
那些人是拍卖会的追兵吗？不， 他们追不到这里。按照过去的经验，获得战利品后，雨果会带着他逃入空洞。与此同时，作为搭档，我会负责引导追兵走向错误的路线。
Makes sense.
我不知道他现在是否还有
Like Keon do be kind of
如果
big.
有的话，搭档又会是谁？
He must have a new
感
partner.
觉怪盗不都是有同伴的吗？他肯定有新搭档了。
我明白了，那会有点棘手，因为他可能已经找机会把神鬼核心转移到搭档手中了。不过，绳降阁下，我们姑且还是先躲避一下这些盗洞客吧。
Okay.
虽然我有信心能赢过他们，但是在这里起冲突只会浪费时间。
We could brought other agents here as well. Yeah. That would have been kind of nice.
无论如何，我们还是得先追到雨果，
But
想办法夺回市长大人需要的东西。
Until then, I just have to figure out how to play like Keon. I kind of don't like his playstyle though. I don't know. He's a bit low, like his animations are a little clunky between the attacks for me.
稍安勿躁，注意躲避。
Also, he's no Miyavi, you know? Maybe it's kind of ruined my experience of any free character now.
应该就在这附近了。
What epic chase music. What? 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 Damn!
好久不见，叛徒。
Damn, Lycan did not like that.
违背誓言的人是你。
I like.
你还是这副
冠冕堂皇的样子。
Scythe. Yo.
不可理喻。
Oh, she's cooked.
绳降阁下，
That's the most exercise she's gotten all year.
绳降阁下，您还好吗？没有受伤吧？
Sorry, blushed a little bit. How do I say this? You know, there's something just so yaoi-ful about, you know, seeing your situationship after a long time, and because you've never been able to talk your feelings through, you end up having this like this repressed hatred of this other person, and because the only thing you want for them is to understand you, but because of your estrangement, you're unable to work through these feelings together, and so it builds up to a fever pitch when you see each other again, and they start having a battle to the death. You know, that's kind of it's like a little bit. There's like a little bit yaoi-ful about that. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, I hope they kiss sometime. I forgot how tall I was.
没事，就是一不小心忘记自己现在不在EI4里面了。我以为按照EI4的身高，你们怎么也打不到我的。
Yeah. Know you mean? Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a misunderstanding here. I think it's actually really cool. I didn't think of this before, that Lycaon has like sharp claws, right? Being like a wolf, or he's a wolf, right? A wolf Theron. Alright, and then I kind of didn't think about that, like having sharp claws and so using his hands as weapons. I didn't think about that. That's kind of cool.
放心吧，店长大人，无论来多少次，我都会稳稳收住刀的。
Anyway.
我的武器不会指向同伴，尤其是你。
But this one, however.
可就说不好了。他以前打架的时候就总是失控，狠起来自己人都走。
请停止你的污蔑。
I also think it's how do you say? There's a certain kind of feeling you get when you see these two guys who have such a masterful control of their own feelings and emotions, kind of just lose it, you know? It's like, it's really, it really is a certain kind of feeling when you see somebody who's like known for being extremely in control all the time, and then losing it when faced with something that finally, you know, that's been haunting them for a long time. That's all.
怎么，你还想抵赖？我哪句话说的不是真话？
Alright, is you had an early closing on you. Aw, man. Now we have to fight together. Oh, it's really the Yaoi playbook. Is it because of the same person? Exactly.
没想到最后关头还是让我碰到好东西了。你们老实点，把身上的以太资源都交出来，或者别的值钱的东西也行，不然。
我无意与各位产生冲突，来这里只是因为有些私事，并非为了挖掘以太资源。
Using emojis? I love emojis. I think emojis express a certain kind of specific nuance that you'll never be able to find with text, you know? A picture is 1,000 words and all that. I love emojis.
不管你们是来干嘛的，不留下点买路钱，可就别想走了。
买路钱？这里可是空洞，你们该不会自诩空洞的主人了吧？新爱丽都的现任市长都不敢这么大口气，对吧？ 某位梅弗劳尔家族的看门狗先生。
Wow, he knows.
你这细胳膊细腿的小白脸，说话怎么这么气人呢？
Whoa.
口气大的人是你吧？
And this is the real love triangle. These two, and then the hollow raider in the middle.
愿意自己交出来，那就别怪咱们不客气了。哥几个手上都有好几条人命在呢。
I will say we've never seen a female hollow raider, and that makes me sad. We should have some representation, you know, or women in men's fields.
劝你们最好不要。
No rules governing emojis. Exactly. We should always have. I think everyone should use some emojis in every text, just so I can understand the specific nuance that you're thinking, you know, so I don't have to guess. Right? When you say something, I don't have to think like, oh, do you mean this thing or that thing? If you add an emoji, it either makes it more confusing and ambiguous, or less. And I think it's funnier if it becomes more ambiguous. We did. There was one in Beat and Brains music. Oh, really? I don't remember that one then. Plenty of female hollow investigators. Hollow investigators are different. I want hollow raiders, you know? I want women doing crime. Hollow investigation is an official title, whereas hollow raiding is clearly illegal activity.
很遗憾，你的劝告晚了一步。
I just want to see. Those are some extremely ambiguous. Is that a spam? Is that emoji literally spam? Jane, but actual criminal? Yeah. I liked Jane better when she was committing crimes. But I still like her. I mean, that's such a funny emote. You did. That's a strange selection. Man. Man, YouTube. I should look at the YouTube default emojis because these are kind of interesting.
会害怕的话，从一开始就不该这么做。既然选择了这条路，你们就该为此付出代价。
That's a really weird looking TV. Looks like it belongs in an early 2000s children's TV show.
你应该也出晚期了吧？不要伤他们性命，之后我会把他们交给治安局。
什么时候轮到你来教我做事了？
Mukbangers eat. Me eating. Dude, I do indeed like my fruits and veggies. Female version of the Big Raider, that'd be cool, right? Like the guys you currently see, they have like gigantic necks. I want to see a woman with a gigantic neck. Alwakoff, I think everyone uses it as a dab. It kind of does look like a dab. Dab.
这帮人刚刚可是也打算对你们下手的，你就这么轻易原谅了？来看，这么多年过去了，你还是一点长进都没有。
I want to pull out his teeth.
抱着你的救世主幻想滚吧，连路边一条狗都想救的圣父大人。你的眼睛和腿，难道还没有让你收获足够的？
I knew it. Something did. Ow! I clapped a little too hard. Might hurt my hands. But I knew something happened to his eye.
我
I
的
was
原
like,
则
I'm
从来没有
surprised.
变过，你知道的。任何人都没有夺走他人生命的权利。
为恶者就该受到惩罚。你又知道他们手上有多少人命？
No. You may count.
我只是把应有的
I'm
公
very good
平
at counting.
还给这个世界而已。
那也不该由我们来做出审判。
Man, Lycaon's so cool. Unfortunate that his situationships a little crazy. Are you strong or are you weak? Yeah. Lycaon's voice kind of zesty. Yeah. Lycaon's kind of hot.
算了，多说无益。
If he likes men, you know, good for him.
但无论多少次，我都会阻止你。
你大可以来试试看，无论多少次，我都会赢过你。准备向我下跪吧，叛徒！
Oh!
你话太多了。
Wait, this track's kind of cool. Well, let's listen to this real quick. That's a cool song.
"丞相大人，我建议您还是不要轻信梅弗劳尔家族的人，或者狗。
准备就绪。
新爱丽都的市长大人到底是踩着多少人的尸体才站在这个位置上的呢？
It's kind of like classic retro game song, you know? I don't know how to describe it.
所以你们这场架
Sorry, that dialogue's so funny.
抱歉了，电脑
You guys really like your homosexual angst fight to the death now?
你闭嘴。
Don't fumble. I'm fumbling a little bit. Some of the dialogue's kind of funny. This is like a Mario song now. There you go. I guess that confirms it. Hugo's the bottom. Right in front of my salad? I guess so. Come here that he can parry. Right! I wish I could parry. Anyway, hi buddy. Mario death sound effect. Hugo leaves like and goes silent as if lost in his memories.
我的那些技巧，你们总有一天都会掌握的。但比起那些，我还有更重要的东西要教给你们。
Dude.
关于信念。
当怪盗也需要信念，
当然要，不然你为了什么而战斗？
Yo, he does not sound the same.
财富、荣耀、权力，为了有一天能站在顶峰，为了不再受任何人、任何事的控制。所有人不都是这么想的吗？还是说你所谓的信念是指正义、梦想、羁绊这种没意义的漂亮话？别引我发笑了，莱凯恩，成熟一点吧。 也该摆脱这种无聊的救世主幻想。
You know what though? This makes me happy. You know what this means? There's old man representation in this game. Most gacha game characters are probably within the realm of like, I don't know, like let's say like 15 to 30, right? This implication is that they're at least 35. Don't ask me where I got the number from. It's completely arbitrary. I'm just guessing. But young implies that under 20. And it seems it's been a long enough time that they've had careers pop off since then. And you can all everyone knows that you're gonna only have a career when you're in your mid-30s.
行了，都少说几句。我要教给你们的信念其实非常简单。
Archetypes in 1999. That looks like a 16-year-old. You don't know any age in anime. When it comes to animated characters and designs, you can never know anyone's age.
我所行之路或许称不上正义，但我也不认为这是错误的。这个世界存在太多的不公，因此我不介意为了促成公平而使用一些特殊的手段。
Yeah, both of like the driver's licenses, at least 20. You know, people say they look young, but what if they are actually like 40, right? And they just look like 2 years old, you know? Jack sounds like a demon. He's just got a gruff voice. Don't worry about him.
无论如何，你们不可伤人性命。生命是这世间最珍贵之物，也是任何人都不该去夺取的东西。 没有人能擅自审判他人的生命。
Damn.
你们要记住这句话。
So Hugo is the one who strayed from the path. I see.
我会的。
Heckin' Hugo.
雨果，你看起来并不认同。
Also, I would like to point out to you guys, real quick, how they're wearing their shirts the exact same way. Yo, listen. Listen.
如你所说。 这个世界并不公平，正因如此，我们才需要重新赐予人们公平。伤害他人的应该被给予同等的伤害。
And I don't mean to say it like this, alright? But it looks like Leon's chest is about to pop out of his shirt. 1 second, guys.
生命并不是等价的。 有的时候，杀一个人也可能是为了救下其他所有人。
Alright. Turns out I have to make a reservation later on for a restaurant, so that's awesome. 1, 2, 3, beam. You got normal legs?
你太傲慢了。
You're right.
而傲慢只会将你引向错误的道路。
Lycan does have kind of normal, like... Yeah.
老杰克，我的路我自己会走。 什么是错，什么是对，由我自己来定。
喂，你怎么说话呢？当初要不是老杰克救了你，你现在还不知道在哪儿呢。
I do like Lycan though. Man of morals, that one.
雨果，你很聪明，也很有能力，所以你可以轻易夺走一个罪人的生命。但如果某天你发现是自己判断错了。 所谓的罪人其实并非如此，到那时候，你还能让他活过来吗？
I do like having this kind of a gruff adult figure who's trying to teach the youngins a lesson.
我不会犯这种错。
只要是人，就一定会犯错，或多或少而已。
Those car engine boots are just boots. Yeah, no, they seem. I think they probably are like, I don't know, modifications to his legs.
当然。 能坦率地表达这些也是你的优点，只是我希望你不要被过去所束缚。
Lycan's like the counterpart of Hugo, and since Lycan's like so you want Hugo, yeah. It's like the yaoi archetypes that are the heteronormative yaoi archetype.
因为恨并不能成就一个人，它只会毁掉你。
You've been quiet for a while.
莱坎，你怎么了？从刚刚开始就不说话。
抱歉，圣将阁下，我只是想到了一些旧事。在我和雨果共同成立反射鸟之前，我们有一位恩师，老杰克。
Who's the pitcher?
是他收留了无处可去的我们，不仅教会了
I don't know what the pitcher would mean in the sense.
还传授给我们不少做人的道理。但雨果并不认同这些。 或许从那时候开始，我们就已经注定要分道扬镳了吧
？Man, when you're a little bit you know, how do you say devastatingly in love with your extremely morally ambiguous coworker who you founded an organization with. How's you split?
其实我从一开始就很好奇了，你和雨果决裂的原因是？
我们不应该说，反蛇鸟曾经经历过很多次成功，但也有过失败。
Grandma's cancer. I'm sorry to hear
那
that,
次
but
失败称得上惨痛。
I don't think the stream chat is the place to talk about your family situation. Although my condolences. She lived luckily. That's good.
雨果，你
Oh, what the heck is this?
这些都是你做的，
是又怎么样？
你疯了！这就是你本来的目的吗？为了你的复仇，你宁可让这么多人陪葬？
他们本来就该死，尤其是我名义上的父亲，我早就该杀死他了，在很多很多年以前。
Damn, patricide! No wonder he likes that movie.
莱卡恩，你知道吗？有些人活着，只会给这个世界增加更多苦难。有时候杀戮是为了拯救，为了将公平还给这个世界。为此，我必须将双手染上鲜血。
够了！我不会再信你的漂亮话了。我退出反蛇鸟，从这一刻开始。
你要去哪里？
It's so weird, by the way. It's so weird that Lycaon here is the one with the higher voice because he's younger. When normally Lycaon's one with a really deep voice. He's the murder's okay part of the meme. I like Hugo's writing. Hugo's writing is pretty compelling. Not gonna. I still like stinky. Smells
随便
bad.
哪里？之前梅弗劳尔家族的人找过我。
你疯了！你明知道市政体系的那群伪君子们和 TOPS 根本没有区别。我们和那帮圣的人对抗了这么久，结果你现在告诉我你要去投诚？你要背叛反蛇鸟？背叛我吗？
Oh! Sorry. Whoa.
市长和他们不一样，但无所谓，我不打算说服你。
You're gonna turn your back on me. Oh. Sorry.
作为朋友，我会劝你最后一句：收手吧，不然总有一天，你会被自己的
As
仇
your
恨与
friend?
野心吞噬。
Lycaon, no! He fumbled the bag!
让你听了一些不愉快的往事。
He fumbled the bag.
雨果出身自一个大家族，但他和自己的族人，尤其是他的亲生父亲，关系很差。
Okay, well,
他
okay.
一直恨着自己的父亲。
I would say Hugo's the one who
恨不
fumbled
得
the
想要
bag.
亲手杀死他。
I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I think Lycaon's probably the better husband, the better male wife than Hugo. Go with Master Proxy instead. Literally.
在经历了很多不公平的对待之后，雨果逃离了他的家族，遇到了老杰克和我，而反蛇鸟的那一次失败，就和他的家族息息相关。我以为那只是一次普通的任务，但实际上，那是他的复仇。
Lycaon looks more like an old man now than he ever has before.
他利用了我和在场的所有人。我无意评价他的选择，但我不能接受自己的搭档为了私欲擅自践踏他人的生命。或许，家族的烙印至今仍在影响着他。不管怎么样，生鬼核心目前还在雨果手上，我们还是先联络市长大人，商议后续行动吧。
Damn. Call goes immediately. I do like this though because it adds a lot of like much needed depth to this world, I think. I think having like really strong character relationships and conflicts is like part of the root of good character writing. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is probably something like some of the best that we've gotten, I think, probably.
很高兴再次见到你，我亲爱的孩子。
Just like these I don't know, these conflicting ideals is really, really compelling.
我已经从莱卡恩那边听说了关于 反蛇鸟偷走了生鬼核心的事，我会采取一些措施的。
They need help?
有什么需要帮忙的吗？毕竟也算是我们没完成任务。
不，你们做得很好，只不过接下来的事情不太适合将你们牵扯进来。
We should be able to handle it.
我们牵扯进很多危险的事情里了，也不差这一件了。更何况，我们和那位反蛇鸟先生也曾打过交道，说不定能帮到你们呢。
In bar poker from Bernice, the cats and dogs can live together.
你们的好意我心领了，只是，好吧，诸位都是我十分信任的人。既然如此，前段时间我收到了一封犯罪预告函。
What？
师长大人，
来看，我理解你不希望他们陷入险境的心情，我也一样。不过，我认为他们需要知道真相。那封犯罪预告函上说，他将要利用生鬼的力量对整个新爱丽都进行复仇。
Vengeance。
这个复仇的意思是？
我想，给我寄送预告函的人或是组织，正在筹谋一起针对新爱丽都的生鬼袭击。我目前调查到的一些事，足以支撑这个判断。
I hope this is not more a part of this chapter because I don't know that we can finish it all today.
所知，生鬼的力量具有极大的未知和不可控性。
Vengeance？
如果有人要以此作为武器的话，这件事非同小可。如果泄露出去，必然会引发大众的恐慌。还请两位答应我，一定做好保密措施。
那就更应该让我们帮忙了吧？我们也能出一份力的。
但就像我之前说的那样，这对你们来说太危险了。而且让你们身处险境的话，卡洛斯要是还在，一定也会埋怨我的。
I'm just watching the time right now. I'm not sure how much more plot we have today.
总之，关于这件事，我不能再透露更多。放心吧，作为新爱丽都的市政管理组织，我们会妥善处理这件事的。
没错，升降阁下，请相信我们。
那么，今天就到这里吧。再见，孩子们。
Well, that's fun. That's interesting. That's exciting. Although the mayor and Lycaon seem reluctant to get us involved in the matter. You weren't even there in the conversation, buddy. We can investigate on our own. That's right, if the warning letter is true, this is a major issue in considering the safety of the Naruto. Sacrifice, Exaltus, Bringer. There might be a deeper secret behind all of this. It could even be related to our teacher. No matter what, we can't just sit back and do nothing. But before that, let's find some time to discuss our tactics properly. But for now, let's call it a day. Feels like too much has happened. By the way, did you notice that Hugo's mockingbird disguise is just a mask? Yeah. The mask is enough to conceal his entire identity. Sounds a lot like a certain classic character's classes. Enough jokes. Let's make some time to rest. See, you're refreshing sleep. You feel very invigorated. Investigating Exaltus. Let's start by investigating Bringer. I agree. The commissioner's hasty closure of the case is a bit suspicious. We should definitely find Zhu Yuan to get more information first. I think we'll call it here for today because it seems that there's gonna be quite a lot more at this point. And I think this is a good time as any to call it for now, so we don't get too caught into more plot matters. Right now seems like a nice point in the story where we can call it and take a break, and we can continue the story next time. Right? Other sibling and fairy just spying on said sibling. I wish we had more fairy. We have a super powerful AI in our living room, and she's just sitting there doing nothing. Like, man, please do something. I miss you, fairy, my beloved. Anyway, yeah. Have a good night stay in the restaurant. Thank you. I will. I don't really know. I'm really not sure when I'm streaming next week. I'll have to take a look at that. But if I have too much that I need to do, I might do an extra stream between our normal Friday streams, so you guys can keep tabs on me for that. I don't know what I'm saying. Just thinking about electricity bills, right? She doesn't even get any screen time, man. I miss Fairy. But yeah, so this is a pretty interesting plot so far. I mean, the conflict between Hugo and Lycaon is pretty interesting and is building up well. I'm curious that there's a bit more. It feels like there finally is more of like a broader plot at play here, which is kind of exciting as well. And yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. This story is turning out to be at least like the basis of something stronger though, so that is nice. We need more Vivian. I also do want to see more Vivian. Vivian does seem to be quite cool. I would like to see her in the crime scene. That would have been kind of cool, but can't have everything, I guess. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. I kind of thought we'd have more about Anbi actually today. I'm a little surprised we didn't get anything about her. It's all about Yaoi so far, which is, I mean, I'm like sure, I guess. But I did think that there'd be more Anbi, but anyway, that's all right. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream regardless. And I hope you guys have a nice day. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next Friday or earlier. I don't know. I'll let you guys know if that does happen to be the case though, and I'll see you guys then. All right, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. What?